You know what? You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the best.
Money gone, fuck friends. I need a homie that know me when all these motherfucking guys be on me. I got problems, ain't nobody calling back. Now what the fuck is happening with my ball and cat? Remember me, I'm the homie that was down the road, sipping Hennessy, hanging with the clowns and all we used to do is drink, brew, and screw, and coming through. We had bitches by the dozens. Oh, we fucking cousins. You can bring your little finger if you feel me low. A nigga just got paid and we still was broke. It took time, but finally the cash was mine. All of the world's of a hustler, stuck in the ground. Look around, and all I see is snakes and fakes. It's like scavengers, waiting to take a hustler's place. And when you stuck, where the fuck is all your praise? They straight busted, can't be trusted. Fuck yo.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Right? Stop it. Blow you now. Blow you now.
Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Right? Stop it. Blow you now. Blow you now.
I'm sipping Tangeray and juicing what's the use, cause I'm a hopeless thug. There ain't no love, reminiscing on our close we buzz way back in the day, before they put the crack in the way. Hey, how much money can you stack in the deck? It's getting rough, collecting calls for my niggas and guts. I recollect we used to ball, now the living's enough. I stand tall in the winter, summer, spring, and fall. Love for life, sprawled all across the wall and all. I buy my dollars, make me wanna holler, drop an album, sell a million, give a fuck about tomorrow. I know it's getting crazy after dark, tomorrow. Keep on up in the bucket, ain't no fear in my heart. What's going on in the ghetto? Still struggling to thrive. I still roll with the heat, smoking chocolate top. In '94, I'll be going solo. Too many problems of my own, so I'm rolling solo. Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me.
That's
Don't
right.
fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Right? Stop it. Blow you now. Blow you now.
Fuck all y'all.
I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck all y'all.
Right? Stop it. Blow you now. Blow you now.
I went from rags to riches, quick to socializing with the bad bitches. Went from a bucket to a bag with switches. I'm seeing them around the corner. I'm pumping doors, doing 90 cause I wanna. I'm getting high like I said it was some chocolate time. If there's a Indonesia, watch me rock, and even though I know the
What is going on, everybody? This is Fight Guys. We're back for another week. As per usual, all three of us are here. Dan just got utterly boofed out right before it started there. But what's going on, everybody? Me, Lieutenant Dan, Douglas Vegas, back for another week of Fight Guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's feeling themselves this week. Coming off kind of a little bit of gambler's high. Honestly, I still kind of have a little bit of gambler's high. I think that's kind of where I'm at. And even just fucking fight high. I mean, I think it was just a kind of a crazy night of fights. Not really obviously, like, we talked about it. We kind of went over it a lot. If you haven't seen our review video from the card, if you want to, guys, anyone wants to go back and check over kind of what we were feeling kind of just the day after, because it was one of those nights that we probably needed to talk about. And I think rightly so. It was just like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, kind of holy fuck. But other than that, Douglas, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. My streak is obviously over. The positive events in 2022. I think I started. How many events have there been? I think I started the first 12 positive. All the best bets hit. But those streaks have come to an end, as all good things do. Was one decision away. Overinvested in Jan. Shit happens. I'll keep playing the game.
That's the game. But you said it. You even said it the next morning after, and I highlighted the comment, and I was just talking about it. You're like, I would not make those bets again. And I don't even remember what the exact comment you said was the next day after.
I'm no less confident in my ability to predict fights. Because if you look at it, I picked a couple of nice spots. I took the Gary by decision. I called the Volkanovski TKO early, so I got a nice number on that. Mm-hmm. I just overplayed the parlays, which I've said I don't like doing. I got away with it a couple weeks in a row, though. I got away with the UFC London one, which I was pretty heavily invested in. So maybe I was a bit too relaxed and put a bit too much into my parlays this week. Good week to just learn about where to invest my money, although my predictions I still think were fine.
That's what I mean. Like, even like, I don't know, man. Like you know the game just as good as me. Like it's pretty much one of these things where it fucking you can have a good week, you can have 6 bad weeks in a row, you can have fucking 2 cards, 3 cards in a row where you don't see any money and you're just shoveling fucking money into a fire. I mean,
yeah, hey, my run this year has been absolutely
legendary.
unbelievable. I'm not complaining. This has been
Yeah.
best run of my life. You can see I'm still up on my website in 2022, over 100 units on just
and I was gonna
MMA.
say, that's just the website, people. That's just the website.
That's insane on
Yeah.
all the tracked bets. And that's not to mention the NFL run and my NBA run, which I'm starting now.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
what I mean.
Quick little self plug.
That's what I
In
mean.
NBA. Check out DouglasVegasBets.net. Made a nice chunk of change off the Timberwolves yesterday.
Beautiful.
So,
speaking of, fuck, was it NBA? Was it? I just wanted to pull this up. I saw it. Fuck, I wish you know what? I should have had Twitter open just to screen share and do this like I was before because it works perfectly. I don't know if anyone saw Derek Brunson's last leg in the parlay. Please tell me.
It's the Yankees.
Please tell me people were looking at that shit though. That was awesome, Doug. I knew you loved that when that came out.
Great.
I was like, Doug was probably like, holy fuck. Because I was like, holy fuck. He posted it like 8 hours ago. And it was like, here it is. Here, fuck. I'm going to share my screen right now. Pull down that.
I love how into gambling Brunson is. I love when fighters are into gambling. And we'll get into that a bit later because I think, Dan, you sent Jordan Levitt earlier this week betting on himself, which I also love.
But right there, you got Derek Brunson. One of the best.
You gotta zoom in on that.
Best hitters.
Nobody will be able to see that. Maybe.
What? I don't even know. This is an hour ago. Where is he at?
Oh,
with his bet?
huge block in the NBA right there.
Wait, does he have the Yankees? Oh, he has the Yankees -1.5. Oh, that's done. He won't get that.
Yeah, I think
They
that's
just
a
scored.
tough one
They were
to take.
They were down 3-0. Actually, they just scored as I said that. Holy shit.
Oh, he might have cashed this.
-1.5. I don't think he'll get that.
I think he should have.
Hopefully he's smart enough to hedge.
He said
right
he
now
cashed.
the Yankees are down by just one.
I think he cashed out, bro.
Just one now?
Oh, I think he did cash out. He cashed that out. He cashed it out.
Do we have Brunson confirmation?
Well, he says, look, I cashed just now 6,700 on a 250 bet is still good money because look at what he could have made. This was this was it. Where was it when it was still rolling? Yeah. Where is it? He says
it was almost 20K, wasn't it?
Yeah, to win 20K. Well, that was the 19. Yeah. Yeah, almost 20K. Fucking crazy.
That -1.5 is plus money too. So, but like
crazy.
Yeah,
Betting man's Brunson.
Smart to cash out.
Betting man's Brunson. Okay, just wanted to pull that up for a second because when I saw it earlier, I was laughing. And Derek Brunson's so into gambling and betting and shit. It's fucking awesome. And like Doug was saying, we'll get into it later, talking about kind of Levitt and all that. But yeah, I mean, fuck, it's just kind of Dan. You got any thoughts? Any little bit of round table thoughts for?
Obviously, we summed up the card pretty well on Sunday. That was good, especially I rewatched the fights and last 3 fights in the morning beforehand and stuff like that. I think that's always good to do, especially after a big card like that, especially after the controversial as the Jan Sterling fight is, to get our thoughts out early and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't want to. Kind of my only thought is I like Sterling's victory tour. I love it.
Oh yeah. I definitely want to get into that.
Yeah, we can get into that after the card though. Because and I think who asked it in the comments? Somebody said, "Are you looking forward to the next 2 cards?" We're always looking forward to the card. Sure. These are the ones where honestly,
if there's a fight on,
the big pay-per-views where everybody's betting on them. Those are the hardest cards to make money on. These are the ones everybody's like fucking. Nobody's really paying attention to this other than the people that are really trying to get in deep, find some holes, and we'll get through it. We already know it's not necessarily going to be a big money night. I don't think. Just looking at the board, but I think we pick our spots right. We'll be able to definitely come.
That's what I mean. I think
there's always money to be made on these cards, no matter how small. You gotta check everything.
These are the lines that people let slip by too. People are like, "Oh, fucking Hoffa Garcia, Jesse Ronson." Just let's slap a number on it. Like they're not getting as much action to stabilize and find like a proper line. Like people aren't gonna be playing these as heavily, so we get especially when we can get early action in. Like we'll get to it, but Doug and I already have some bets down. But I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Fucking right. Let's get right into it. Starting off, should I just fuck? Maybe I should just share my screen and just fucking pull it up. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter.
Go for it. We haven't done it the last couple of weeks, but maybe we'll see if you like it better.
How can I cancel this out so it's
I think you
just
should
my
zoom in
screen
though
now?
a little bit.
Yeah, can I kill the rest of it though? If I zoom in, I want to kill this top. I wish I could just have it as a page, but whatever. Of course I care. Mike Jackson's fighting. There you go. Thank you.
Unfortunately, not this weekend. We have to wait fucking another week for that. But we will also cover a couple of the fights.
I thought it was this weekend.
We'll cover a little bit of the Bellator as well though afterwards.
Is next weekend's card It's the.
Oh, it's terrible.
Next week,
that one. Next week, we'll get to it. We'll get it's like it's the trifecta, Pat. We have like 3 women's main events.
I'm not getting to that. Yeah, I'm
two
not
on
getting
Bellator, one on the UFC.
Yeah,
AK Pat's favorite.
Fucking terrible, man. I don't know.
We'll get to that after though.
I don't understand it, man.
I think we got some good fights on this card. Let's get into it.
We do. Haile Tang versus Kevin Kroom coming up to start the night. I mean, this is kind of one of those fights, in my opinion at least. I like to honestly kind of start staying away from the general public's looking towards Alatang. Alatang's coming off of me and Dan were talking about it pre-fight, where he got that draw to Lopez, where he was winning that fight, and he got these fucking fence grabs, and it was just all these fucking fence grabs, and I think there was points taken, and it was just a shit show of a fight. It basically just turned into one of these shit shows. I mean, I don't know, man. I in this fight, I've lost a heavy amount of money on Kevin Kroom since he knocked out Roosevelt Roberts, or choked out Roosevelt Roberts, finished him, and I have not made a fucking dime off his ass since. And
was that right after the?
Was it the comb?
Did he choke out Jim after Jim Miller choked him out, or before?
What are we talking about?
When he choked out Roosevelt Roberts, because Jim Miller also choked out Roosevelt Roberts. Who choked him out first?
That's a good question. Jim Miller got him with an armbar.
Jim Miller got him first?
Yeah, Miller got him first.
Miller got him first.
I remember I had Miller in that fight. I went on the whole speech about Lyme disease right before that fight. We're going Jim Miller. That he fucking showed how much of a fucking fraud Roosevelt Roberts was. But yeah, I don't know. You got anything else to add? I think it's a weird. I don't know if this is a fight.
It's a
really
weird ass
money
fight.
On, to be honest,
it's a weird ass fight. I don't really want to bet a dime on it, but it's like if I'm thinking about it and I'm really dicing my head and slapping my head around, like fuck, man, like I'm probably still gonna go fucking Alatang. I'm not sure how he's gonna get it done. He'll probably finish Kevin Kroom. Probably round 3, round 2. I don't think it'll be early.
I think we wait, see how bad he looks on the scales, because he's coming down to bantamweight here, Pat.
Oh, we were talking. Yeah,
I can't remember
said that to me.
I can't remember I don't know if has fought bantamweight before, but his last run has been at featherweight. But he just fought a bantamweight and Brian Kelleher at featherweight.
Man, I've never just thought a fighter would absolutely not use a 7-inch reach advantage so much.
It's crazy.
It's 7-inch reach advantage, yeah, and I don't think he's going to be able to use it at all.
It's the same advantage that he just had in that last fight.
Yeah.
And he did fuck all with it. He kept getting tagged. I think Alatang can tag him too. I don't think he's gonna finish him though, unless he's super compromised because of the weight cut.
Yeah.
When the fuck has he ever fought it? I don't think he ever fought it. And he's doing it at this point in his career.
What are we fucking?
It's always a good sign.
I hear you. It's
like it's certainly not going to be an advantage. Like he was having trouble with the speed of Kelleher, so. I don't know.
The whole problem is,
I think you've got that down on a prayer. If you're gonna have to be hoping that fucking Alatang's fucking getting a couple more planets taken off if you're Kevin Kroom. Pretty much you're on the path to victory here not even a path to victory, a path to not losing is getting a draw.
Taking his own, him taking the fight away from himself. Oh god, I don't see this is
like
a fight
also like Alatang
shit.
if he wanted to. if he employed the wrestling, I think he breezes through Kevin Krum. But like I don't know if I can trust him. Definitely can't. Yeah. But he's fighting at Fight Ready. I think he'll probably come in with a pretty smart game plan and end up just doing a lot of grappling and winning this fight on a decision.
Yeah, it'll probably be a decision. He probably won't even finish Krim. It'll probably just be a decision. I don't know, but it's like it'll be the last time I bet on Alatang decision and he fucks me. And I'm pretty
Don't bet on it. I don't think it's a fight you bet on. I think it's possible you 100% get fucked.
I am not starting the night out betting on this fight. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I definitely will, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I was gonna say someone. No one take his word on that. No, I got nothing on this fight. I'm having a look right now for
1.66 to 1 on just the fight to go the distance. You could put that in a parlay, maybe. But unless Kevin Krum, I'd wait though. We gotta see how Kevin Krum looks on the scales. He looks like absolute dog shit. Then I don't think you touch it. If he looks the same, yeah, probably.
When did his name change to Crash when he made it to the UFC? They think that the hard hitting hillbilly was not very PC.
Not the most PC thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that probably?
I don't know. I think that's part of his bad results though.
What, him being a hard hitting hillbilly or his name?
His nickname was the hard hitting hillbilly.
He lost him his powers. Lost him his powers.
Yeah,
he doesn't hit hard anymore. He's just a regular hillbilly.
This is enough time on this fight. This is going to be a fucking generally not good fight. Start the we're not going to be able to bet our under, I don't think. So. And
I don't think I need to go too fucking nuts on the Sampage fight here either. I don't really think I really need to take too deep of a dive. I'm really not betting the house on this fight. That's a damn fact. If anything, going right against it. She does act. You know what? I'm trying to think about the Luque fight being a little bit more of a competitive fight than I thought. But even then, like, I think Luque's kind of right at that tail end, and Sam is just not going to be able to really pick anything up here. I don't even really what fight was this on? The Carlosi fight was on what card? I don't even really remember it. Oh, Ladd versus Dumont. Holy shit. I don't even remember that card really. Holy shit. That card's like a blur. Oh, you know why it's a blur? Turned it off. That's why, because you know what was on? There was some boxing fight on right at the exact same as Asfaman and Nova Dumont. And I remember looking at the stream and going, yeah, everybody, I'm probably not going to watch the main event. We're probably going to do a live commentary for it was like Tank Davis or some shit. I was like, we're probably going to watch the Tank Davis fight instead of this. But yeah, I don't see her getting the win. I see it being a pretty much a competitive, as most of these fights are, but more of a decisive victory. But that would be your first win. In I think Nunes is more impressive than you think. I still think she gets the win over Sampage. I'm taking Nunes via decision.
Yeah,
that'd be my pick.
I'd take the same thing. I mean, the odds would indicate that, but there's less than no value on this fight, really. If you want to trust Nunes by points at a minus 140 price tag, meaning it would have to hit pretty a good chunk of the time, you're trusting that as a. I'm not trusting it, but that'd be my prediction. But the number's too steep for me. I see no play.
I like that. I like the way.
This is very low. This is low level women's MMA. Nunez's fucking strikes are nice. She's probably got some of the better striking, I'd even say, in women's MMA, but her just grappling such fucking so obsolete. Like her hands are actually fucking, and her kicks, her Muay Thai is very good. But like Carnelossi just fucking like it's like Carnelossi was like Khabib in that fucking just fucking grappled the fuck out of her. Like you don't even. And that's not even what she really even does. So I don't know. There's a path to victory for Sam Hughes, but you're crazy to bet on it. I think.
Yeah, I don't see it happening for her. And I don't see as much as I love picking the finish in some of these women's MMA fights, which I don't, and I never do. I don't see it happening. I'd be more heavy to go.
I was gonna say the MMA bet surgeon, known for his renowned women's first round finish
women's
bets.
first round finish bets, exactly. I would say my decision bets are definitely would stamp my fucking will be the etching on my tombstone for sure. Fucking decision bet master. Fight to go the distance master. Well, not really, but whatever. Next fight we're gonna go Troy Ogden, Jordan Levitt. This is a fight where I could sit down and talk about for a minute, and I do enjoy and have enjoyed throughout his career so far watching. And I remember even just breaking down tape for some of his last fights, and just throughout his career, and even before he made his little contender series. When he's been kind of an interesting cat to follow. Jordan Levitt, kind of one of these guys who a little bit wacky, a little bit quirky, but I think gets it done. And I think is one of these guys that, a guy taking against Troy Ogden, I have, in my opinion, Trey. I haven't even heard of him, and I haven't watched any of his fights. I don't know if I have maybe seen some of his wins in the LFA circuit, but I'm not 100% sure. He's not someone who really jumps off the page at me, but maybe I'm missing something.
I like Ogden after watching some of his fights. I think the grappling in this one is where it comes down to it. But if every fight starts standing, I like Ogden better standing. On the feet, I would slightly favor Levitt. I don't think either of them is going to get submitted, but if someone's going to control,
what? Wait, did you say you favor Levitt on the feet?
No, on the ground. Sorry, did I say on the feet?
Oh.
Sorry.
I was gonna say. I was like,
no, I started by saying I favor Trey Ogden on the feet, and then I might have just said, oh, and I favor. No, on the ground, it's really close, but I'd favor Levitt slightly in that, but I don't see a submission taking place when it comes to control. I think I doubt either guy gets controlled. I think we see a bit more transition grappling, more so like trying to catch each other, but I don't see anybody getting caught. I think over 3 rounds, Ogden just proves the better, more well-rounded fighter. Might make a play on this one. Not quite sure yet.
I gotta check what the lines at for this.
I love when I hear this kind of stuff. Because when I do tape, I'm just like,
I stumbled my way through that one, to be honest with you. I don't know, but
no. But I think Levitt. I think he has the slight grapple jiu-jitsu ability. Slight, I'd say, and that's maybe. I am very underwhelmed by what I see from Jordan Levitt. I think he's I would call him the Wish version of Ryan Hall. What is he like? He's fighting very low level.
Wish Ryan Hall have left your mouth. They're not going back in. I'm having a chuckle.
Go. He is like, what is he fucking done? Like, he got that crazy fucking slam. That was fucking nuts. Like, what the hell? Like,
Dan called him the Wish Ryan Hall, and 2 people left watching us. There's only 5 people watching us for about fucking 10 minutes, and Dan calls him the Wish Ryan Hall, and 2 people left instantly.
I think it's accurate. He's fighting fucking bombs. Like, Le'Veon Lewis, he fucking gets
I
it.
thought I could piss people off. Keep going. Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
Like, I mean, like, you're calling him an interesting character. Like, I don't know what's interesting about him. He has fucking dog shit cardio, very low level striking. He only goes at a slow pace, I think, for a reason.
He is slow.
That Matt Wyman slam that'll be his fucking moment.
Yeah,
like I think Trey Ogden fucking runs through him, like barring a round 1 crazy sub.
Yeah,
which I think like he's been caught before, Trey, but like he trains with fucking Glory MMA. Like he's got some decent fights under his belt, not the highest level competition. That's the only problem. If he had fought the higher level guys, I'd fire a huge bet here because I think he's gonna clip. I think he's live to clip. Like if he could get the finish for sure. I think the Claudio Puelles fight, like he just absolutely just fucking dominated. Like after the first round, like literally every single measly like single leg that Claudio Puelles went for, he just gave up. Jordan Levitt just got controlled on his back. Like He's not.
Yeah,
some
that was ridiculous.
He's not some phenom. Like,
yeah.
could he show some improvement? Sure, but I'd still even favor Trey Austin. I think this guy's ready to go. He got a good he had a good fight. I was on like the looking for a fight card when like Dana was there. He showed up in his opportunity. I think he's gonna do it here on his debut. But I just go the straight bet because I think he could go finish or decision. I could see. I don't know.
And he's the favorite too. Interesting.
Because Jordan Levitt's not good. I would say like Jordan
But like
Levitt's
that's
even,
the
like,
thing.
physique,
Like
he
saying
should be
Jordan
cutting down.
Levitt, saying Jordan Levitt isn't good is crazy. To say that this guy,
Yeah, I don't think he's good. Why is it crazy?
I know, but because you
Why is it
play,
crazy?
just play that whole theory through your head where it goes, well, this guy
Who
has
does he beat?
the only way that this guy has lost. But who is this guy beat? And this guy's fighting on a circuit where he's lost 3 times by submission to a guy who can fucking choke people out. That's my first just read on it. And like I said, I haven't watched any of this of Trey. So that's me just saying that just in general, just an onlooker's perspective about it.
So I don't know how
That's
you can speak on it when you haven't done the research. Jordan, but what is Jordan Love?
Well, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do.
No, but what has he done to impress you? What has he done to impress you?
Well, I'm just saying more than a guy who's taken 4 losses outside of the UFC comparative to a guy who's taken 1 loss inside of the UFC. It's just basic math. I can't break it down any better than that. I can't, man. Just as far as impressions, the impression.
That's how this game works. Is basic MMA math.
It isn't.
Thomas
Never
Gifford
said it
was in the
but
UFC.
you're asking me about an impression.
Thomas Gifford was in the UFC. Nick Brown, he's clearly high level. Just beat Manel fucking rat garbage. Mandel, sorry.
Holy fuck, this guy's good. Oh, wow. I'm glad we got this screen out for this one. 15-18 when he fought him has taken 2 straight. Ooh. Jesus.
I mean,
Okay.
but yeah, you can look at a guy's record and stuff like that. But when I look at
Of course
Trey
you
Ogden,
can. That's what I mean. You can look at a guy's fights all you want and watch him fight. Okay.
Hey, you want me to keep going? Because I actually did some research.
Yeah, go.
He has very slick strikes. Like throws a nice variation. Obviously, we like to always see Glory MMA. That usually means the guy's gonna have good cardio. He's gonna have one of the better coaches with James Krause, and I think to have in your corner in the game, firing you up heading into a 3rd round if it might be close, or if maybe we got to finish this guy off. Like I just don't think it's gonna be close. Like you just watch Jordan Levitt try and strike. He throws these lazy kicks to the body and he drops his hands. Like he's gonna get caught by either he's getting lit up by the jab. He's gonna get clipped with I think he throws a lot of check hooks, which I love. I think it's round 1 submission or bust for Levitt. Plain and simple.
I hear you. And I don't think that's like I said, I think that's fair to say. I don't think that fucking Jordan Levitt is some sort of elite striker. I definitely have to look at some tape on Trey as far as what he's going to be able to do. Because if he's able to stuff a couple takedowns and come out pretty resilient in the first round, it's not going to look too good for Levitt.
Doesn't have good wrestling. That's the thing.
I know. But the only thing I do worry about is the one thing he's good about. The only one thing I'm worried about is the one thing that I'm unfortunately have seen.
What are the worst
in his career?
Jiu-jitsu guys who can't take the fight to the ground. That's literally the worst.
Agreed.
The worst style in MMA.
Yep.
It's the most beatable style in mixed martial arts. Do you disagree?
I agree. I agree with you.
This guy, he's not a physically imposing guy. He's a 5'9" at lightweight.
5'9", yeah.
Like he should 100%. Like should be a featherweight. Absolutely. Like one of those guys. You look like if you really wanted to kill yourself, you could probably, or like really wanted to fucking compete out here. Yeah, you go down to featherweight. But like he just hadn't taken a loss yet until getting dominated by players. And like I think there was 100% a likelihood that he loses that fight against Matt Sales if Matt Sales is an absolute dumbass and just starts chaining single legs against him in the first round, and you're just like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then like the inverted triangle choke, you will fucking never almost see people. Like it's almost impossible to fucking get inverted triangle choke, and he was just underneath there and tapped, and I'm just like, I don't even like. He just panicked. Like he's just fighting guys who aren't like who in Matt Sales, like Claudio Puelles is easily the best guy he fought, and Puelles dominated him and did nothing. It's fucking. And Puelles is like on
Yeah,
the. Like,
I'm not even saying it's. I'm not even saying it's a bad take. I'm not. I agree. I'll probably end up putting maybe some money on the late finish or seeing what the odds are for.
Overrating Levitt a little bit.
I'm not overrating Levitt. I'm just looking at the two things and I'm going what is this guy good at? He's good at subs. He's good at getting subs. And I'm just like, the only other thing that this guy's lost at, especially in the last 4 years, has been subs. Trey Ogden's lost in his last 4 years, he's lost what, 3 subs? 1, 2, 3. That's 2017. I guess 4 or 5 years, sorry. But that's his kind of, it is the same guy right there, right? It's Thomas Gifford.
He does not have jiu-jitsu. He actually has very good jiu-jitsu. He's gotten caught in the couple submission. I was unfortunately wasn't able to watch the LFA fight because fucking scumbags Fight Pass didn't have that card for some reason. They had it up, Doug, and they just didn't let you access the fights. It's pissing me off.
Oh my god, I didn't even see this. That's amazing. That's an amazing comment.
Oh my god, that's the most.
Did you see that right hook?
Maybe I've ever seen.
Shot out of the crowd that's a sniper shot. That's fucking Kennedy driving that motherfucker. Look at Jay Blues on the grassy knoll with that one for Chisea's top. Holy shit.
Nick Alexander said short notice for
Ogden.
Debut. Only reason I'm leading Levitt is because I think it's going to be close.
Those LFA fights are free on YouTube. Dan, your mind's been... They are. They post them in full format, maybe. I have another site that I can send you to.
If you can find it.
I have a site. I'll hook you up. Actually, I'll just say it out loud. It's a great site. It's called Core MMA. If you can't get any of the fights that you're looking for, Core MMA is what I used to use before I had a Fight Pass to do all my research.
But yeah, Nick Alexander, like I would.
Not the best quality, but
I was listening to an interview with Trey Ogden too. He was actually waiting for a short notice fight for sometime in March. So he said he's staying ready. He's ready. So short notice, but not really. Not by far from unprepared. And against a guy who we've consistently seen not really put on much of a pace. Like I don't really think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like Jordan.
I hear you, man.
Jordan Levitt's breaking his pressure.
No, this is definitely one of those fights where that's. And I think the line would almost dictate that they see it. They obviously see Trey Ogden winning this fight. So it's the more, I would say, less likely, but still possible chance that Jordan Levitt gets out of this fight the only way he knows how, and in most of his wins, via submission. In like I said, in most of the way that Trey Ogden loses, via submission. But it's a close fight. Like I'm not saying Trey Ogden's one of these guys coming out here getting subbed 35 fucking times, right? Just bing, 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 bing.
Everybody that subbed him has also impressed me more than Jordan Levitt impresses me.
There you go. So yeah, because I'm pretty sure we've watched this guy I've heard of before, but I don't know.
What? Thomas Gifford was in the UFC. Yeah.
There you go. Mike Davis. There you go.
It was like the first one, the second. He was like, I watched both. I found because they were both fucking first round. The first one, it caught him on like a double leg. But this is like back in like 2016 too. Like to say the guy can't he had like literally all his finishes are by submission. So it's not like he's got a hole in the jiu-jitsu.
I hear you.
Get caught, especially when like a guillotine or something like that. Like get caught, you get caught.
Yep.
Onto a fucking. Wow, this is a fight for the people. Chris Barnett versus our guy coming back. One of the best reactions of the history of the channel. I think you could say easily.
It's awesome.
I wish I was pull that up.
Fucking awesome. Do we have it clipped anywhere?
I definitely tweeted it, I think, or you tweeted it, I think.
Wait, it's on your Twitter, I think.
No, I think it's on your
Twitter.
Tweeted
it.
I don't know.
How do I get to my channel? My Twitter right here.
No, but I'll start talking about that. I'll look for it. Or if Dougie wants to kick
It's
off
probably
his
here.
banger,
There's peaks and valleys.
Well, I have a play on this one. I got 1 unit on Bidet by KO. I'm not going to overthink this one. We've seen Chris Barnett fight a few times. I think we know what we're getting. Bidet, we know less of what we're getting. But you put the marker on where Barnett is, and I bet on John Vellante against him. I think
bet on Gian in that fight.
I'll bet against Chris Barnett most times, yeah.
With the beer barrel fucking beer gut fucking Vellante, you bet on him? Holy
Yeah.
shit. That's one of the more questionable things I've ever heard of. Ew, that's crazy. He looked like he did
but we didn't know he was gonna look that shit. He's just like he was on a steady decline.
What do you mean
I'm
you
pretty-
didn't know he looked like that shit?
What do you mean?
Like, when did you bet on him? Like,
look like he's
Well, if I made that bet, I kind of have to make any bet against
of
Chris
course.
Barnett.
Yeah,
It's just kind of an auto fade for me. I think Bidet gets him out of there by KO. It's plus 115. I think that's just the way the fight goes. It's heavyweight, so I'm only putting 1 unit on it. But yeah, I mean, I'll enjoy watching Chris Barnett. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
this guy's a plant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chris Barnett's a guy I look to bet against.
I think the call Chris Barnett, the guy even close to UFC level, would be a hell of a reach. That he fucking almost was literally on. Like, I say that, but like, you bet on Gian Vellante, he was on track to win that fight. But I just mean, like, in general, to bet on that fight, if anything, like, I don't really know what my rationale was, but we had the second round finish for fucking Barnett. I don't know why. I don't know how we got to that place.
I don't remember what we had. I think we remember maybe it was
We
because of
definitely
the out
had
of
it.
shapeness. Oh, we had some. Can you find the video? I think it's right here.
I don't
You
believe.
said you were
I don't
looking.
think there is a
it this?
crowd.
Is it this one, Dan? I don't think it is. Fuck. Wait. Oh, that's Corey Anderson. You guys can't even hear that though, anyways. Because I think it
I
should
don't
be
even
muted.
know. I can't find it.
Huh.
When would it? Maybe you didn't tweet it.
It's on your. Did you
Is it on mine?
send? I think it's on your Twitter, man. I swear to God, you tweeted it, but I don't know. Look at your Twitter. I'm gonna look at your Twitter real quick. This is like
But yeah,
Shane's
I don't
probably
know.
gonna
I
go
think
follow
the
Dan.
KO TKO is like pretty much the only thing you could bet there. Really, that's
You've tweeted a lot more. shit than
anything
me.
else to stretch. Like Chris Barnett, like the guys he is beating, like I think it's gonna be a crazy finish, like against a guy like Gian Vellante, who shouldn't even have been fighting in that octagon. So yeah, I might find my way on there because I think he's with the size advantage. He's just gonna do exactly what he did in that last fight. He's just gonna get the guy up against the fence and use those knees, and just fucking batter him. Probably first or second round KO TKO. I have second round in my prediction. And one last thing,
Yeah,
the last 6 losses for Barnett have all come via finish.
Huh.
I think he has got Kimura. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
You definitely sent it to me. Now I'm fucking.
Budet's striking.
Here
I
it
would be
is.
if Budet
It's a-
had better striking, it would be
Found
he'd
it.
be in
Found
some
it.
parlays.
Found it.
He'd be in
Found
some
it.
parlays
Found
for
it.
me,
Fucking found it. Here we go. Found it, Dan. I told you. It's you. Fucking had it on your Twitter. Look.
Oh, it's from Twitch.
It's a Twitch video though. Here, so I'm gonna remove this.
Make sure you put the volume.
That's what I'm doing. It does that weird echo though, so I'm gonna mute myself maybe while I play this video because it'll echo if it doesn't. I think that's the best way to do it. Share the.
I don't think
Wait,
I
why
have
did
a
that
line.
not-
I think
I
I just
fucked
have
that
a
again.
line for the finish right now. I don't have the KO TKO line on any of my sites yet. I have
I'm gonna-
Budet
I'm gonna
and a
mute
bunch of
myself.
parlays though.
If you're just like at this range throwing fucking spinning high kicks, 360 high kicks.
But
and
I
like, what
even
the-
still, I even look back and think there's guys that are still.
Oh!
Oh! It's over. It's over.
Oh my
Finish
God,
him.
it's over.
Over.
It's gotta be over. It's gotta be over. It's gotta be over. It's over. Oh
Second round,
my
motherfucker.
God.
Let's
Oh
go.
my God.
He just knocked him out with a spinning
Oh,
back kick.
was that Pat? Oh my God! Was that when you were like, fuck? What it was
Fire.
like?
Fire.
But didn't you like bet like rounds 2 or decision? Isn't that what you bet?
Nah, I bet something
Was
fucked.
that? Yeah, I was like, because I was
Something
like, I think
fucked.
I said I'm gonna go round 2, 3 Barnett because Gion's got one good round in him that he's gonna get.
And I said
fade out.
just two, and I said I'm just.
And then I'm just like,
picking two
I'm
or
just
something.
going round 2 in decision. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, man. And then he hits it round 2.
Oh, that's a great video. That's the best part too. I think there's better. We're talking about better stuff before because we're talking about how athletic Chris Barnett is. We're like, can you see a guy that's this big throwing spinning back kicks? Remember, like that's kind of the conversation.
I don't think it's an impossibility that he lands some crazy shit. Because Bude doesn't like. It's not like he's like fucking some. Like, his striking isn't. Haven't seen a ton, but from what I'm seeing, it's not great. Like, he gets hit and stuff like that. Like Chris Barnett just shouldn't be like a UFC heavyweight. Like you can't be a 5'9" striker at heavyweight. Like he got Gian, but Gian was fucking already out the door. 3/4 out of the door. Like I don't know. I'm just kind of worried about the parlays, but I think I might make a parlay with Bude. Like I don't fucking see how he loses this fight. Really. He's just gonna get him up against the fence probably and or take him down. I'll probably join Dougie with the unit on the KO TKO depending what kind of line I get on it. If it's like plus, what do you get at plus 110, Doug?
Plus 115.
Yeah,
These
just
guys
to
have
finish.
dedicated to not scoring in the fourth quarter. It's almost impressive.
Okay, yeah. Should we move on to the next one, Pat? Or you got anything you want to finish up on this?
No, I'm same way. I'm fucking probably go
look at
second
that.
round for
That's
Bude.
That's a key comment from Nick Alexander. I think I completely agree.
Oh yeah,
And there's
you're right.
no crowd.
And there's no crowd. That's a great point.
Yeah,
That's
that's huge. That
They
goes
were
back,
saying.
I agree.
I saw some. Yeah, people were tweeting that. A couple. Like someone was tweeting him dancing, obviously, and someone said, "Too bad he's at the Apex." And I was like, "That's a huge.
It is a
point,
shame.
right? Like
That is a guy
it's
that
a
you
shame.
should. That is a guy that you maybe throw on a pay per view just in case.
100%.
Fired up.
Oh fuck! I think that fires you up, bro. You don't get a lot of guys that even just get you fired up. That are just showmen, bro. The UFC is so bad with the showmanship. I was hammering them fucking last week when we were watching the card about how bad their fucking walkouts are and shit in comparison to just Bellator's setup. I was like, why can't they just put a couple bones into this shit? Get a stage out there and do some big screens behind it and shit. Like fuck me, they got the money, but whatever. Whatever. On to the next one, as the UFC will say too. On to the next one. Doesn't matter. You're still coming to watch it.
Let's talk about getting me disrespect to Jordan Levitt. You want to bring up what you called fucking Jesse Ronson? The body stature?
Yeah, bring it up. What?
I'll get it. I'll
get
the quote.
You gotta quote it.
No, I know. It's like, Jesse Ronson just know if he's like,
yeah, that's it.
One
that's
of
it.
these guys.
That's it right there. I got it. Ronson is, by no offense, a guy you walk down to the local gym and fight. You like basically meaning like he's a local guy.
You just say, you just think
that's
he's
it.
a guy you go
it's a
spar
wording
in
word
gym.
for word.
Random guy you go spar in a gym. Yeah, you
That's
go
it.
randomly spar Jesse Ronson.
He is a prospect tournament. Like I don't know if this guy, not a prospect. He is I'm trying to fucking think of the word right now, and I'm having a fucking stun stroke right now. But nonetheless, I don't know, man. I think it's just once again, man. I think that Rafa Garcia is a pretty good fighter. I usually bet with Rafa Garcia. I've seen him through his 2 losses. Was obviously Gritzmacher not an easy guy to fight for anybody to fucking fight, in my opinion. Like, cause he'll just go out there and make it a hard fight. He fought Hack Paras when Hack Paras was pretty much in a state where I thought he was a lot more definitely at a higher tier, and people were a lot more afraid of him than they are now. He's looked a little bit more human now, but he fights once again fantastic level caliber of opponent, and I don't know, man. I think that Rafa Garcia taking on Jesse Ronson. I mean, maybe I'm overlooking Jesse Ronson, but I would say that this is a Rafa Garcia fight to lose. I'd say that Rafa Garcia goes in there and does what he has to do.
I don't see it nearly that clearly. I think it's a pretty close fight. The question mark with me is the Jesse Ronson activity. Obviously, he hasn't fought in a couple of years. That's due to suspension, I believe. That's also the reason his last fight is a no contest.
What did he pop for directly? I don't. What I want to what exactly what drug? Here, never mind. I'll Google it.
It's tainted supplements, like you said. Though.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what it came up for.
And like I don't know, he's also a guy. Like I heard him talk. I was listening to an interview him talk about. He was literally out before Pop, and he's like, "Yeah, I was a guy that was literally outspoken about people taking steroids and people."
Oh, I remember that. Shit.
I don't believe he's serving the full suspension either.
Yeah, because it was 2 years, and that was in July of 2020. So obviously not. But he fucking, I don't know. That's almost a shocking fight to watch. That fucking Nicholas Dalby fight. It's like what even just fucking happened when you watch that fight? Like what did he hit him with, kind of thing, right? Like that kind of death touched Dalby a little bit. Not that he really has that power all the time, but like he does have power. I don't know. I'm not really impressed by Rafa Garcia. I don't really like. I think he looked the best fight we ever saw of him was that Hacks Press fight, but like I just think that more so like. And Pat, you were like before we knew like before when Hacks Press was good. That was just a year ago. Like that's like beginning of the end for Hacks Press, pretty much. Like this guy came in on short notice and gave him a good fight, but it was just a striking battle, and like I just don't think Hacks Press is that good. So. And I don't think Grutzmacher's that good, especially at like 35 or whatever he fought him at either. So
yeah, I was gonna question saying Chris Grutzmacher's a tough fight for anybody.
He's a Grutzmacher's a gatekeeper to the UFC. You don't beat that guy, you don't belong in the UFC. That's my opinion. I think what he just proved is Nathan Levy wasn't ready for the. I just don't think he pretty much proved that Nathan Levy wasn't ready for the UFC either because he didn't have gas tank in that fight. And like Rafa Garcia's best weapon is his wrestling, but he just doesn't do anything when he takes people down. Like he doesn't submit people. He doesn't really use effective ground and pound. And like he's small. He's a very small lightweight. And Jesse Ronson's fighting fights at welterweight. I think his record's very deceiving. He's obviously up there, been eight, but like obviously not been fighting for 2 years out of the ring. Could it affect him a little bit? Maybe a little bit. I think so. I think he probably goes in here, gets the win. I think he's pretty much got Rafa Garcia everywhere. Maybe Rafa gets him down. I don't think he keeps him there, and he does. I don't think he really scores that effectively if he does. Like there's a chance. Like I don't think I've got Rafa Garcia's never been finished, right?
This is a fantastic story when you read into the Jesse Ronson fucking suspension. Fantastic.
No, Rafa Garcia has not been finished.
This shit is fantastic. Yeah, I firmly believe it was a tainted supplement. This testosterone boost I was taking at the time, which was completely legal. I passed many drug tests before. It had to have been it. When I got my tests back, I didn't have any of the supplement left to send USADA. Oh. My manager told me to buy another supplement and send it off to them. So I went and got some more, but it came back clean. He's just fucking giving himself the old fucking Toots caboodle out of the UFC. An interesting
note here about to how odds makers see this fight playing out. It's minus 110 on the money line. If we determine that we think it goes the distance, considering the fact that Rafa Garcia has never been finished, and it's more likely on both ends, I believe. Rafa Garcia by points is as likely or more likely than Rafa Garcia by finish. So both of them are more likely to get the decision than to finish the other guy. But you look at the decision odds, and there's a favor to Ronson. So the odds makers are saying most of the time this goes the distance, and most of the time it goes the distance, Ronson wins, but it's still even on the money line. So if you think it goes the distance,
with that. I'd agree
there's
with that,
value on
because Garcia's. We haven't seen Garcia have as much success as the fight gets extended. You look at Ronson's losses. They're not in the UFC, but fucking Nikolai Alexeyevskin's a fucking monster. Nathan Schultz, fucking very good. You watch that fight, he was just getting judo tossed all over.
Then
the
the question becomes: do you think Hoffer Garcia can finish Bronson early?
No.
Then there you go.
I don't think. I think this fight's most likely going to this. If anybody finishes this fight, it's Jesse Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's tough. What to look like? I think you could look at it and be like, yeah, maybe we should go Bronson decision because we've never seen Garcia finish. But I just don't think it's worth it. I think I'll probably see myself.
No, I like the money line, but I'm just pointing out the fact that if you're on the money line, the odds makers have said if it goes the distance, it's more likely that Bronson wins, and if it's inside the distance, I mean, you still get the Bronson win. So,
yeah, I'll probably end up putting.
I'm not putting the.
It was still up. It was plus 100 there earlier in the week, though, right? With the Bronson?
You've almost talked me into the Bronson bet here because I've had some question marks because of just the time off and what. Oh, I just had it up. How old is he again?
36.
36. Yeah. I had some question marks on there, but you've kind of talked me into a little bit of a play on him here.
Like, think about it. What would you like? Nicholas Dalby's fucking good though. Like,
yeah,
not fucking fantastic, but like. When's
the last time Bronson fought at 155? 160 was his fight before.
Nathan Schultz was 155.
Yep, you're right.
He fucking and he. Oh yeah,
and he cut down to 160 in the one.
Doug, have you watched the Nathan Schultz fight?
I haven't. No.
Oh. I would watch that tonight.
I'll watch that and then I'll. Depending on if later tonight you see me lock in a Bronson play.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do it money line, maybe 1 unit, maybe 2, maybe probably one and a half. I think there is like obviously the time out of the cage is kind of I don't know.
There's some question.
Sure, doesn't look like a guy that was juicing. Like I don't know. He could. You could. I don't know.
Most of the stuff points to Bronson here. I think that's a solid play.
Like, and especially like this is his second run in the UFC. Like he's just like, one last thing I want to bring up is because it is funny. He got absolutely given no favors in his first run in the UFC. Makes his debut against Michel Prazeres, split decision. Then fights Francisco Trinaldo back in 2014. That's almost like fucking physical prime Trinaldo, split decision.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Lee, also probably Kevin Lee's prime, split decision. It's bounced. This guy got given no favors.
I hear you.
Oh, I think I didn't come up with the line. I think I heard somebody else talk about. I can't remember who. It's like he must have fucked somebody's wife to get that kind of fucking like treated like that. Coming off a win at BTC right before the UFC fight too. I thought I love that.
That's why I'm a auto fade.
Auto fade. How disrespectful.
That's it, baby.
First round finish. It's like
that's it.
No, but I think that Dalby fight is like super. Like if I hadn't seen that Dalby fight, I'd probably be making the decision bet. But like you just see him fucking just connect on Dalby. Dalby just kind of shuts off before he fucking gets this RNC. It's like what's going on? But I would watch the Nathan Schultz fight. He made some mistakes with the judo, but like he almost got the finish. Like he hit him with such a nice body shot in the first round that fucking lesser man would have fucking crumbled. But like he's going the 2-time PFL champion, was able to grit it out, get this. But I would watch that one if you're on the edge there, Dougie, because he looks good despite the loss. But yeah, I'll probably find myself doing a 1 unit play on just Bronson straight. Talk about interesting narratives. This next fight, we have Drakkar Klose next. Is that it?
It's going to be such an interesting fight.
Is it Drakkar next or
the Ronson fight? Like, what's a guy who's going to come off of a layoff?
Oh, you're still on Ronson?
Well, what's a guy who's going to come off of a layoff fighting at 170 all the way down to
Well, it's not
155
his
at
choice.
30. I know at 37 years old,
Spend.
it's such a very on a second
36.
run to the UFC. It's almost like, was it a short notice call? Like, did they give him this call short notice? It's crazy.
He wasn't out of the UFC. He was suspended. He came
Yeah,
back
you're
in
right.
the UFC and he got a
Yeah, you're
first
right.
round finish.
I forgot it's just suspensions. They don't cut you from the UFC. It's like it's like you can come back.
Well, we also say he got his sentence fucking shortened, obviously. It hasn't been 2 years. So, like, obviously, we don't know all the information. Obviously, the Golden Snitch is cooking some shit up behind the closed doors, but, like, chances are, oh, look at that. Nick Alexander likes the Ronson sub. I don't mind that either. I always kind of like when, especially you just got people that just go wrestle mode later on in the fight. Jesse Ronson's got you good jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I like that. Let me know if you had a line on that, Nick Alexander. I'm curious.
But they're what was I gonna say? They are also looking at.
Because it'd be tough to
I got
knock
a
him out.
line on it. Plus 1,400.
Spicy. Club in Sub City. What is that on Bet Online?
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting how.
I don't think I'm getting a line. We'll get to it later in the fight. I don't think I'm getting anywhere close to that same line on the sub, Doug. On anything I'm getting, but Pat, you got anything else you want to add on this? But I think that Nick Alexander, if you can get that kind of line plus 1,400, take a small stab on that because I don't think he knocks him out, but he could hurt him and get the neck 100%. 100%, he could do that, or get it, or
I tapped
get
half a unit on it at that number.
Oh yeah, Dougie, let's go. That's some crazy number, but that's also like I'm out here playing fucking 18-1 on fucking Aspen Lad, my fucking absolute worst bet of the week by a country mile. Fuck her. Oh fuck, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even know why I brought it up. You got anything else to add, Pure Pat, or can we move on to Jakar and his?
I'm all with my boy. I'm all with my boy Gifted. We're going all the way.
Your boy. I love when you just label
Send him
people
back
your
out.
boy.
Back out. See ya. This is just to end. The
I love it.
contract.
I love how you're going head to head on a bunch of these.
Yep.
That's,
Heads will roll.
yeah, yours. On to the next one.
Yeah, mine. Just like with Jan's head.
Jan's head's fucking fine.
Rolling. But
More than
everyone.
fine. He's fucking. It's like a fucking casual spar for his head.
I am going against Canada. Going against my motherland. I'm out.
On both. Oh well, yeah, you are for sure. You're probably gonna go against him on the other fight too. You're probably gonna go 0-2 against the Canadians, or I mean, bet against both the Canadians, especially if you're not taking Ronson because TJ's a stretch. We'll get there, but do you want to go into the Jakar fight? You keep drifting back to this fucking fight, like you're obsessed with it.
No, I'm right here. I'm ready to go. I'm not. I just didn't get to. I didn't get to have a point. I said my initial thing, and my initial sting wasn't really much. It was pretty much just bing, bing,
What, you
bing.
just
I
need
think Rafa
you just need
Garcia's
to throw
gonna
in
win.
the Gifted, my boy.
No, I said I just don't see how a guy. I said there's a lot of variables in this fight, and I kept getting interrupted. I said there's a lot of variables in this fight. 2 years, a guy coming down from 170 to cut down. I said we haven't seen him. He's coming off the suspension or whatever. I said coming down from 170 155. Yeah, it's really not, but I mean still, especially when you're not eating trenbolone sandwiches anymore, and you're done with that shit.
What?
Trenbolone sandwiches.
Oh, is that the
It's a steroid. It's a steroid, yeah. But on to the next fight here. Let me pull this up. On to the next one. Drakkar close Brendan Jenkins.
Oh,
We were talking about. I'm gonna just say in a little early initial thing, and then I gotta take a leak real quick here. But we were talking about Drakkar close earlier in the night, and Dan sent an article in the chat about the shove, because that's kind of something we had broken down on Fight Guys, like when it had first happened, right? Like that was one of the early Fight Guys episodes, was us talking about the shove and all that shit, and like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, remember that, Doug? Doug
I do.
it. So it's like, now to like, holy fuck, like it's almost been, like, I think in the article it said it's almost been a year now, or 10 months or something, and he is like suffering from heavy like repercussions from the shove. Like they were talking about C4, C6. He says instantly when it happened, numbness in the arm. Like I was like, holy fuck, man. Like that was serious. But it's like all the stars pretty much aligned for it to happen there. Like we talked about it, and like him being drained, him being a guy who was to cut a shitload of weight to make it there, him going up there and looking like Rob Zombie, and then getting fucking full force shit rock shoved. It doesn't really help, right? So him coming off kind of a long layoff and then reading stuff like that, it kind of gets a little bit iffy. As far as Brendan Jenkins goes, I remember the Zhu Rong fight pretty well. I mean, Drakkar Klose, man, he's one of these guys I don't like to go against, but an article like that, I'm so glad that it came out and Dan sent it to me, because it's definitely changed my perspective on the fight. Like the guy, like I said before when we were backstage, I was like, the guy's like one hard shove away from, being out of the UFC. So what the fuck's a couple punches? So like, I mean, I don't know. That's just my early opinion. I want to take Drakkar Klose to get it done, but I don't know, man. Like, and like I said, this is another guy. I mean, I've only really seen him fight. I've watched the Kilburn fight. I've watched the Zhu Rong fight. Other than that, I don't remember too much of his career off the top of my head. But that's it. I'm probably going to take Drakkar Klose in this one, for sure.
No, don't dribble it out. The over's 2 points away.
Oh, my God. Dougie the degenerate over there.
Done. He's up. He's up and gone.
I think that if it was, like, I think that Drakkar Klose is probably easily win this fight. Like, I don't think the skill level's close. Like, Brandon.
Oh, he stole it!
No! That's a reaction. Talk about that's someone's clipping that. I am clipping that 1,000%. Damn it! I wish we had that on the big screen, eh, Dan? Fuck. It's not funny, but it's just kind of crazy. I was like, that was more emotional than I've seen Doug in a long time.
I think Drakkar Klose probably come out and play this one safe, especially after hearing that shit. But like the line that he's at right now, like minus 700, like you'd have to be fucking either not know that information or be an absolute psychopath to bet him straight at that line. Just knowing that, I think, but Drakkar at his best, like fucking almost finishing Beneil Dariush before getting knocked out himself, like.
Yep.
At his best, the guy's very good. It's unfortunate to see this stuff and these repercussions
from something that was so stupid. From something that was so stupid and unavoidable, right? Unavoidable. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. If Jeremy Stevens wasn't an idiot.
Yeah. Jeremy Stephens probably knocks him out, though.
Especially now after he softened him up for 12 years of C6 fucking vertebrae damage.
No, but I mean, like that fight, I was going to bet on Jeremy Stephens.
I know you were, because me and Doug were on close. It was me and I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Me and Doug were on Drakkar and you were on Jeremy. I remember it.
Jeremy Stephens was also like plus 300, plus 400.
And we also, because that was a great little Fight Guys episode or whatever, because we had a nice little argument about the shove. It was fucking pretty good. It was good shit.
My computer is wonking out after my episode because the over. You know what they fucking did? They bounced it off. They got the steal and could have gotten an easy layup to get the 2 points that would have had the over hit. And he fucking bounces it off the backboard to go for a fucking dunk and fucking bong.
But when you see Zhu Rong go up against UFC level guys, and like Zhu Rong, Zhu Rong's fucking like 20, and Zhu Rong fucking mauled him. So like, I don't know. I think it'd be you could take a shot on Brandon Jenkins. Maybe I would only bet the KO TKO, but even with knowing all this information, I think it's a long shot. Brandon Jenkins finished plus 500. Might as well just bet the money line at that point, though. You got anything to add to this one, Doug? Sorry about your loss.
No, I got nothing. Don't bet on Drakkar Klose. Maybe bet against them. I don't know. Klose. Hold on. My computer still isn't letting me change tabs. I don't know what button I've smashed, but I can't pull my notes back up. I just have to watch the final score of the game that's under. But yeah, Drakkar. I don't think he has the striking edge. I think he's got enough of or he has the striking edge probably minorly, but is more of his edge is grappling. I think he can control this fight and choose where it goes. But that number is just ridiculous. If anybody's betting that, have fun.
Absolutely. It's a crazy line for a UFC fight, let alone a guy that with these kind of factors coming in. So for anybody that has Jakar in some parlays, fucking good luck. I don't even know. We can just skip right over this one. Penny Kanza versus Lena Landsberg. 2. Hell of a fucking rematch. I don't know, Doug. Unless you have some crazy bets.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I didn't
nothing
think so.
on. I'm still
Pat,
trying to work out my fucking technical issues over here.
We're already
Penny Kianzad?
an hour in. We don't need to talk about this fight.
Holy fuck, we're already an hour in. Time flies when you're having fun.
I can't even. I'm gonna have to restart my computer here. I can't click anything, so I can't even leave.
Do your thing. I wish you all the best. I'm probably gonna take fucking. Yeah, I'm taking Penny Kianzad on this. I don't really like. I like Penny Kianzad. I'm taking her. Decision. Nah, not really. I don't really. If you ask me if I really like none. It's pretty. But the answer is no. But
yeah, that's why I don't know why you made the comment. I like.
I do like because I don't know. She's quirky. She won a couple of these good little fights that I like to watch her, and she kind of actually does bring a little bit of spunk and a little bit of fun.
You were probably miserable during every single one of those fucking fights.
No.
You're talking about.
No.
You're talking out of ass right now.
No, I'm not.
What, the Sajara fight? You were being like, "Oh, this is great. This is a nice, quirky."
Definitely
fight.
Picked her to beat Sajara. We were probably together.
Smoke. I'm turning this off. Don't fucking make.
No, actually, you know what? We'll find
what
right
the
now.
Alexis Davis fight.
We have it. We have this. You know what? Fuck you. You know what? You want to?
Exactly.
No, never mind. You want to waste time?
You
want me to go back to the tape, son? Go back to the tape, son.
Go for it. I'm very confident.
You want me to?
I'm very confident in my fucking tape.
No. Wait. Just wait real quick. Find in 5 seconds. Yeah, find in 5 seconds.
No, we will not. You'll be digging through. Just find fucking Pandy. You won't. Yeah, just find the part that you aren't on the screen. That's probably what it's happening.
I'm kidding. Oh, okay.
Talk about
I'm kidding.
fucking.
Yeah. I'm getting over this one.
Let's move on to the spectacle of a fight: Devin Clark versus William Knight at heavyweight. How about this one, Pat?
1 second. My fucking topology's kind of going wacky woohoo.
Okay, well I'll start. I just think like William Knight, like the fact, like because it was last fight, Pat. Remember he missed by like 12 pounds. The light heavyweight limit. So now he's pretty much being forced out of here. I heard somebody else say this would be a great fight is if we could get William Knight versus Chris Barnett. That's gonna be Chris Barnett's last fight in the UFC. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Why did I even come back?
That'd be awesome, Doug. Okay? That'd be awesome.
Amazing.
Don't lie.
I fucking love it.
That'd be awesome. But I think that Devin Clark should win this fight, probably by decision. But like, as I texted,
fucking serious.
Devin Clark is. Sorry, go ahead, Dan. Finish. Sorry, Dan.
As I texted in the chat, this could be like MMA's new mythical creature. Like William Knight not having to cut weight, probably gonna come in at like 245. Just fucking chin blast Devin Clark in the first round. 100% could see that. 1000% could happen. Because Devin Clark isn't very good. He should be like a middleweight.
Yeah, Devin Clark is not good. That's what I was gonna say. Like my brain always goes back to watching him fight and being like, holy fuck, this guy's like mid tier, as if just on the edge of even should be in the UFC. Fuck me. I remember him being Devin Clark being John Jones' training partner for a while. That's fucking what I remember him as, and that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much a punching bag for John Jones. Is the way I'm gonna forever remember him. And it's unfortunate.
He's got the legs of a heavyweight, the frame, the upper body of a middleweight. He's got the massive legs, eh, Pat?
He's got the fucking Well, good for him.
How about this one? You took a nice plus 1,400 submission stab earlier. How about I'm not making it an official play, God no. But what if I said William Knight by submission?
That's not even a bad. I don't even think that's a bad pick. I don't even
plus
think that's a bad pick.
1,400.
That should be higher.
That's not even a bad pick.
Higher?
Why?
We've seen Devin Clark submitted.
Yeah, what the? Why is that fucking crazy? Why is that crazy?
I don't think it's. I'm not gonna touch it with anything more than fucking $5 here.
I can't even touch it yet, so I'll wait till it comes out.
I don't know. I think fucking Devin Clark, if anything, would be kind of like forcing against the fence and controlling the grappling. Like, I don't know.
What if Devin Clark shoots though, and William Knight pops in one of those big bicep guillotines, just crushes Clark's fucking head?
Does he have a guillotine?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I believe William Knight has a couple guillotine wins. Does he not?
I was like, how is it even possible? Like, how do you even get that fucking arm underneath the neck? No, he has one rear naked choke, which even that's impressive. He has no guillotines.
Who am I thinking of? Well, I fucked that up then. Never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
He has been in a couple. I didn't realize he's been in a couple grappling matches, though. But, like, what fucking reality fighting? I don't really fucking see. I think the knockouts, obviously, obviously, I think it's possible in MMA.
I've confused him with somebody
maybe he gets
else.
a Kimura.
I was thinking he had multiple.
He could snatch a Kimura, just like power bombs. The Kimura, just all strength. Who knows? Because I think this guy was. I think William Knight cut like 30 pounds to try and make light heavyweight. Like the guy. I think we'll probably see a better version of William Knight. Like,
I agree, but I also think his gas tank is just like shit. Like, I don't think him not cutting weight's gonna change his gas tank. I think his gas tank shit
doesn't help
when he cuts 30 pounds, but I don't think we're gonna see Devin Clark be a completely different fighter. I think we're gonna see the same style with maybe a bit more wallop behind the punches. And maybe he'll last into like the 7th minute of the fight before he looks like shit.
Be a very boring fight. Devin Clark just up against him against the fence, massive fucking legs, just pinning shorter William Knight up against the fence.
Yeah, there's no official play from me on this one. I don't like it.
I'm taking William Knight. I say he pounds the shit out of Devin Clark and sends him out of there.
Like, Devin Clark's chin is kind of sus. Like, we haven't seen it look great.
He's done. He is gonna get fucking sent home by.
If you think about this, if you can beat the fucking GOAT, fucking Fabio Cherant, like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I'm kind of still pissed off about that, but
truly wise water buffalo.
Yeah.
Fabio looked so great for the first 3 minutes and 48 seconds of that fight before he got
it was that dog pick, that like late short notice dog pick was looking like a genius play by myself until about
this is the best.
Until about 3 minutes in. This is the fucking best shape he's ever been in. I remember it. You remember he's walking out? This is the best shape he's ever been in. See, look at him, Dan. Look at his abs. That's literally the shit that I was saying.
What is William Knight round 1 KO?
I don't have any of these lines open yet.
I can
William Knight round 1 KO TKO plus 750.
That's you take. I think I might take a half unit stab on that. Brown Bear fucking goes down with like a sack.
Oh, and one? Yeah, I'm gonna bet on the first round for sure.
If he doesn't get him in the first round, then it's probably a decision.
That's
it's gonna be a decision.
A round 1 KO plus 750.
Yeah, like what site is that on? Like that's the
Bet Online.
I need to get on Bet Online.
But it's straight finish is plus 300 right now.
Doug's about to mass load down on it right now. It's all worth it.
Well, it's also because because he hasn't.
At my point in time right now, if I had that line open to me, I'd put $100 on that. I'm not even lying. I think it's fucking worth it. He's gonna
because you're fucking sick in the head. If you put $100 on that,
$100 on that, yeah, I'm not putting. If I ever put $100 on William Knight, take the money out of my account and tell me I have a problem.
It's Devin Clark, man.
He hasn't been KO'd.
Devin Clark,
he hasn't been KO'd since Rakic in 2018.
He's not. I mean, to be fair to him, he's not just gonna fucking quit. We saw him get his teeth smashed in by Kudalaba and just say, "Fuck it, they're coming out anyways. Might as well keep fighting."
That is true.
So there's no lack of toughness on his part. Yeah,
it was only like he fucking got fucked up in that fight. That was
never
only
even
September of last year. Yeah, I'd probably take a stab on that. I'm putting $100. If I put $100 on that, fucking put me in a straight jacket.
See what that line's at. We'll see what I'm saying. Saturday.
And then it hits me like, even though it was the one.
That's pretty much what it'll sound like. It'll sound something like that. This
right,
next fight's another good one.
Fight.
Yeah. Let's fucking keep rolling.
Wait, actually, can we actually make? Actually, I want to make one last thing. Let's all make predictions of what William Knight weighs in at on Friday.
Oh wow. That's a great choice, Dan.
that is actually a good
both.
game.
Let's do both.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that shit. Yeah. You know what? That's a huge factor. You guys,
if it's a decision, no, if it goes to distance, Devin Clark wins. Yes, but I think he means it. He means like the yelling, getting the reactions, the strikes.
No. You don't remember the last time? You don't remember the last time Devin Clark fought with his dad? You could hear him and shit. And the Apex.
Yes, but I think he means it's a factor with the decision, right?
Oh, I think he's just meaning it and just juicing. It's just gonna juice him up, kind of thing. Kind of. I don't know. I didn't think.
Oh, I thought he meant like it's kind of like when you got like a nice Brazilian corner and then they're like.
Okay. No, I think he just means like motivation wise. Like there's gonna be one guy in his ear and it's gonna be his voice is gonna be echoing.
I googled to see if we have any news on what William Knight is gonna weigh in on, just to see if there was any confirmation.
Just in general,
Doug Even's trying to get fucking sharp on the fucking our predictions for this. As sharp as attack.
He's on his Twitter, I bet. Look at him. He's on his fucking thing. Look at
his Wikipedia weight is listed at 218, and I was like, "Where the fuck is that coming from?" And then I realized that's what he weighed in at.
Yeah, last time it was by like 13, 12, 12.
I thought like, where are they possibly getting that from for a second? Because like, I didn't think it could be from a weigh-in, because he's not supposed to weigh in at 218. I forgot how bad that weight miss was.
Yeah, his ass beat by Grisham. My prediction is he will come in at 241.
241.
That's a good pick.
And Brown Bear will come in at 226. 226.
No, shut up with the Brown Bear shit. Are we doing this Price is Right style? Are we doing this Price is Right style or no, Dan?
What?
Price is Right style?
No, closest. We're just going closest. If he hits one, if he gets like, I'm not getting fucked if he gets like 240. Fuck that.
I'll go 235.
I was gonna say in the 230s, but fuck.
Yeah, I think he'll be mid to high 230s.
This is at heavyweight too. There's no way he comes in at past the 250 limit. That'd be fucking.
But at the same time, like
he could, Pat. He fucking could though.
No, I mean, if you think about it, if you attempted
heavyweight
weight and missed by 12 pounds, what if he's been doing nothing but fucking powerlifting?
He's cut like 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah, now you're in my head. Dan's just trying to talk my number up. What did Doug say?
I'm gonna be low. I think mine might be too low. I think near 250.
What did you say? 241? I'm gonna go over that. I'm gonna say 243.
Anybody in the chat, Nick Alexander, if you want to participate, throw your
and shout out Nick Alexander. 243.
243. So you did go over me.
Yeah, I am going over you by 2. That's what I said. I'm gonna go over you by 2.
So we stuck him in the middle.
Yeah. I was gonna go below Doug, and then I was like, fuck. I was like, there's no way this guy jumps up to heavyweight. Dan's right. Comes in his last fight when he's already cutting the fucking weight to try and then you're telling me he's got this, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely. And shout out Nick Alexander for showing up today, man. I haven't seen you ever on the channel. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, man. No, a gun to my head. Devin Clark wins this decision, though. I guess before we move on to the next fight. But I think that there's always, like, when you got Devin Clark, who does not always kind of gets rocked a bunch, like William Knight, this could be just unleashing the ability. MMA's new mythical creature. We gotta put a little
heavyweight,
a little taste on it. Well, maybe half unit.
And then we get him and Barnett, like we talked about.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking 235.
That's why, like, if they both lose, that's definitely.
I'm getting in my own head about this shit.
Bro,
now.
someone go into social media and I bet there'll be photos of him. Like he'll be like heavyweight life, and there'll be like all these
Hold on,
photos.
let me check his Twitter because I didn't. Or is it
Insta's
Instagram
normally
or
the
whatever?
best for some of these fighters. Remember, like Insta is like
I
almost better
fucking
than Twitter.
don't like Instagram.
You're right. Instagram's shit, but it's almost better. I was gonna go on my Insta live, but I'm not gonna do that. I almost fucking doxed myself there. Heavy. Oh, heavy.
Let's move on to one of my favorite fights tonight. What we just got short notice yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a
Dope.
great fight.
Yeah, this is more you to talk about because you know more about Angelo Luce than me. Than I mean, I don't want to even
I don't know.
say his
much
name
about
improperly
all.
because I know you know it better than me. I'm not stepping away from this one. You go ahead, sir.
Okay,
Luce, there
he's
you go.
fucking. This guy's good, man. We saw him in like the Jack Della Maddalena fight. Probably, maybe, I would easily say the greatest Contender Series fight of all time. These guys got in an absolute war. Della Maddalena showed he's just a little bit better, but I think Maddalena is a guy that's on a very solid course in the UFC to be a very strong contender who's very good everywhere. And Lusso is just a little bit of a step behind. I don't think it's ideal him taking this on short notice, but like I think that means this kind of guy that's staying ready. I think he has the skills to beat a guy like Munir Lazzez. If it's probably they probably would have
Holy
put this a bit
shit.
closer to line if he had a full camp.
That's
But
dope.
I think he's coming. I think he's coming. This is kind of his second chance at the UFC. Munir has these gaps in his game and can get taken down. I am a fan of him. I've bet on him before.
There's no way John
Sniper.
Howard had those tats.
The Warley Alves fight. Warley Alves with like a vintage win came in and won that. But also like, who was the one before that Munir got? It was fucking Abdul Razak Al Hassan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like we know after round one, Al Hassan's pretty much just non-viable, and even Al Hassan was like taking him down a bit in the third round and stuff like that. Like Munir just like hasn't really been active enough for me.
What? He's got two canceled bouts. Did anyone know why that those happened? Because I have no idea. Oh, Zaleski withdrew and
Zaleski
Aziz
just pulled
visa
out, yeah.
issues. Oh yeah, that's
Stolze would've
this
been
week.
nice.
I'm retiring. That wait, this was supposed to. Yeah, the Stolze one was visa issues apparently.
Yeah, but that's just one fight. It's been a while since then too. Like hasn't got a different fight. I don't know.
He lost to a very good
Lazzez
Aussie.
could
from where
definitely
I
go
live.
out there and just outpoint on the edge. That's what I'm kind of scared of. But like I think at plus 170, I'm gonna take a shot on my guy because that's the thing. I just cashed him on the XMMA card a few weeks ago. He was a pretty decent favorite against a former UFC fighter, John Howard.
I don't worry. I had it
Right.
up. I was already looking at John Howard. I was even circling with my mouse John Howard's skull tat. If anyone remembers that shit. Good times.
And in the before we got a line on it, my prediction line was minus 130 Lazzez, plus 120 Lusa, and you can get Lusa like plus 170 right now.
Doug, you like
Guys
that?
in there with
Doug, you should do
savages.
something like
Yes.
that. You should do something like that, Doug. Yeah, Doug's gonna shave his hair. Doug cuts his hair, and then gets a fucking full blown.
You guys don't know I have the Kevin Lee tattoo under here.
I know
right?
exactly. Yeah, it's fine. You guys
I've
didn't
got
know.
the
You
samurai
guys
tattoo.
didn't know.
You think I walk around unprotected? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? It's a dangerous world out there. If you don't have a samurai tattoo on your head, I think you're the irresponsible one. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Oh, perfect. Doug, what are you thinking about this one? Or I could go.
Not much. I haven't done tape on this one, so I got nothing.
I'm just kind of going off the rocker like I always do. I'm kind of the same way as Dan. Watch kind of Lazzez come up and fight. Like I said, I don't have too much background knowledge of Lusa, even though I probably watched that Contender Series fight that I just don't really remember off the top of my head right now. I definitely need a refresher watching it. The Lazzez fight, man, he's kind of one of these guys that I remember kicking off when I did the channel. Like, when the fuck was this? 2021. Yeah. So right when I started the channel, he was one of the guys, because I remember it. I did this fight card. This is one of the fight cards, and if you're looking for it, it's not on the channel because I did this fight card with I think it is on the channel. This is just one of Chisea Magni. If you don't remember us watching Chisea Magni on the channel, then you're not a fight guy. or you're just new to the channel, because we had some good times. There was the big fucking argument after Chisea versus Magny, but the whole thing was the co-main, and I was almost more excited to see. What's up?
Keep calling him Chisea.
Yeah,
It's Chiesa.
I don't care. I'm gonna always call him Chisea. That's it. That's it. But in the co-main with Alves and Lazez, that was kind of one of those ones, super unexpected in my opinion. I mean, Alves was definitely live, but I counted Alves out a lot in that fight, and I was definitely kind of looking for the new kind of breed, Muner Lazez, to come out here, the sniper, to come out and make a real kind of a real statement in his hometown too. He had all these hometown fans. I remember I was weighing into that hugely and stuff too. I was like, yep, this is where he comes out and does it. Here we go. And unfortunately it didn't happen that way. You know, there's the body shot that dropped him, and it was quick too. Oh, what the fuck? There you go. See, Nick? I appreciate you coming back around, man. That's my CTE, bro. That's my CTE, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's my CTE, bro. I love you. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of one of these things. Alves was this big step up, and maybe a little bit too much to bite off, and you know, it was the body shot. Like, when you get dropped like that, knocked out, kind of almost fucking out of the blue, just like that, I kind of can weigh into giving you a second chance, in my opinion. And short notice for Angel Luce, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna end up taking Lazez to get back in this one. I'm taking him to get back, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna take him to get back. It's probably gonna be a decision, since it seems like this guy really doesn't get knocked out himself. Yeah, he doesn't. So it's gonna definitely be a Lazez decision is probably what I'm leaning heavier towards. But I definitely am picking Lazez to get his get back. And that's back in the win column and start building his career again. Because, like you said, we haven't seen him in so long. It almost feels like it's been stagnated. And man, if I'm not wrong,
you wouldn't think he's 34, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He's not young, right? I was about to say.
You think he's on the other side of 30?
Exactly. You would think he's on the other side of 30. So time is against him. All these factors are against him. I'm gonna take him to get back in this one. I don't think it's gonna be easy. Because, like Dan was saying, this guy's fucking live. Just fought recently. Obviously, take the shot. I mean, it's there. He's not a bad fighter at all. Proven himself to be of the level of caliber, fighting in a tough Contender Series fight. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to take Lazez to get the decision here, though.
Yeah, it could definitely happen. That's what I'm scared of. I think plus 170s.
Oh, such a good fight.
I'll probably take a 1 unit stab on him, because that's like Zaleski. He wasn't really training for.
Remember this, Doug?
Completely different fighter.
Were you there for this?
You don't.
That was on the Chisea.
I don't know why.
Good times.
Fuck. Jesus.
Good times, man. You can always look back on the old cards and have good times. Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
I just want to update too. That over that I lost my fucking mind over, I had the number wrong in my head. It was a push, which is almost worse.
Oh, no. How is that? Never not losing money is never worse, Doug.
I know, but fucking...
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, that's going to be a dicey fight for the 34-year-old striker. I don't know. I think Angel Luce is coming in.
95% of people are taking Sabatini, eh? Pat Sabatini and TJ Laramie. People heavy on Sabatini. Sabatini's good, though.
Yeah, well, I think Sabatini should win this fight. I don't think it's they're not doing TJ Laramie any favors with the matchmaking, but at the same time, it's not really the matchmaking. It's not really. I don't think Pat Sabatini is going to necessarily blow TJ Laramie out of the water. Like, he could find a sub. Obviously, he's shown he's got a good submission game, but like, I don't know. I think this probably will end up being a decent wrestling match. For like Sabatini's output's nothing crazy. I was considering maybe putting him into parlays, but at the current number, I could see TJ Laramie coming back after a layoff and making this a way closer fight than the line reflects.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this is going to be a close-ass fight. I'm not totally discounting even TJ Laramie coming in and shocking
At first,
people.
I was gonna be like I'm gonna fade the fuck out of TJ Laramie, but I'm like, it's not really like I don't know.
I don't really want to even fade TJ Laramie. You were saying I might fade TJ Laramie if I was fading Buddy before earlier, but it's like I'm less likely to fade fucking TJ Laramie. But it is Pat Sabatini.
I don't know.
It is Pat Sabatini though, right? Like I don't. Not
he's good. Pat Sabatini's very good.
Not someone I bet against. And I don't think I really ever have. If anything, I've only ever bet on him.
But he's also like he's just a wrestling heavy guy. Like how much is he gonna have that much? Like I think the wrestling's probably gonna be pretty close.
I don't know. I'm very high on the grappling of Sabatini. I love to watch him grapple anytime we get to. I think it's a treat. I think he will find the sub here. Just
It's probably it was like because I was like I did think that at first too, but like the Derek Minner, like that was just really stupid. He just rushed that.
yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna look. I don't want to look too
Derek
much.
Minner is also very good.
Derek Minner's.
Yeah, he's last, but it was
more what I would call
so stupit.
For
just had
5
his
minutes,
neck on the
Derek Minner
outside.
can grapple with anybody on the planet.
Yeah, he's a better representation of what I said earlier about Gritzmacher. A tough test for anybody. For at least 5 minutes.
Look at these fights that they were gonna throw him to before Sabatini. Though.
That's
Like,
what
they
I
were,
was.
like, they're
Trust
giving
me,
him
I know
over
you weren't
Damon
looking at it. You
Jackson,
weren't looking at
Melsick,
it. Doug,
Bagdasarian.
I know
I've
Doug was definitely
looking
looking at
at
it.
this for fucking days before you
No. Shut up, man. I mean, 5 minutes ago, I was going like this. When you were talking, as you were going, I was like this, and I was going over.
Right now I was updating my website.
I thought Doug was looking at it because I saw Doug was like this, and I was like this, and I was kind of just showing them to people.
Dry out all the time, so I look like I'm interested in things.
But I was kind of
when
showing
I'm
them to
just
people,
not.
like it's interesting.
No, that is. I'm not
And then I
discounting
was-
that. I'm just saying that my eyes are. I keep going like that because I'm high and they itch. So me going like that is not me.
No.
squinting here.
I thought you were looking at the. No, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I've got my two screens where I'm watching NBA and not right now. Right now,
I'm taking Sabatini.
Topology.
I'm taking Sabatini.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily basing it just off the Minner play too. The fact that I think he could, or the Minner sub, the fact that he could get the sub, because Derek Minner, like I said, I think he's top notch. I mean, a guy who's willing to have so many grappling exchanges with Ryan Hall and come out. I mean, yeah, he lost, but you know, you can exchange with Ryan Hall and you're safe. That's a real good grappler. So that one's not a big slight on the resume of TJ Laramie, in my opinion.
That's a really good point. Nick Alexander, fuck man, we
It was
missed
also
having
like
some
how long
guys.
ago was that?
We missed
Almost
having
2
some
years
guys
ago.
like you in the chat, brother. Sorry, Dan. Sorry about that.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. I love the contribution. It's awesome.
Look at this though.
But,
yeah.
Just pointing out great fucking facts, like facts.
You feel, yeah.
Sabatini, Brady, Wells, like yeah,
Well, especially when you
True.
see a guy getting bars, leg locks, like that's like those are always guys. And we'll get to another one of those cats later. It's always somebody you look at, and be like, it's always something. What is the line on submission? I don't think it's that. It's not even
Plus
over
175. That's what I was thinking. If it was plus 200, I would have slapped a unit on it immediately.
Yeah,
So-
I'd probably say the same thing. There, it's kind of getting in one of those scenarios. You got to have to see it pretty often. I think this is more likely to go the distance. I think TJ Laramie probably spent a lot of time shoring up holes in his game over the last almost 2 years. And, like, sure, he's height working against him, but, like, fuck, we've seen guys overcome that before. It's not like he's facing a guy that's just coming in and going to play him at range and stick him with a jab. This could be really close. This is going to be close. I think Pat Sabatini's the pick, and he'll probably win a decision, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than the line reflects. So I don't think I can
100%.
throw him in a bunch of parlays like I was originally planning to. Like, I think a not bad parlay, and I have seen people make it, and I considered it myself, was the Sabatini and who's fighting fucking Buddha and Sabatini. Those two together.
I don't hate that. I mean, I'm not big on parlaying heavyweights just because of the randomness
what I
of
mean.
their outcome
Exactly.
in general. I'm not big on betting on heavyweight in general, but
I know.
It's not even plus. It's like not even plus money. So I don't know. I'm just kind of scared of the parlays. Just kind of very wary.
last week has shocked me off the parlays.
Yeah.
Not that they haven't
I
done
avoid
good
it.
for me
Yeah, I fucking.
I
hit
had a
no
bad
parlays
feeling.
this
I
week,
didn't
too.
pick, but so I didn't really end up having many parlays. But yes.
Did we
I don't
Did
know.
we get that
There
money
was
back for fucking that deal? Did we get that
No.
money back?
No.
No, because
No.
because
We lost
fucking
two.
yeah, we had fucking yawn in it. We threw yawn in it.
No,
We made
it was,
that 5
no,
leg.
no. We had something. No, we had something
No.
early. No, we had that fight to go the distance. We had something early, or like that fight to go to like the round 4 or something like that. We had something early that lost, like the first couple fights.
Oh yeah,
and then we had
fight
Homs.
to enter.
We had Homs
That
on
was a-
KO, TKO.
Fuck, that was
We
fucking
had Homs
nice.
on TKO.
Fuck, yeah, we did. Fuck. Fucking did. Yeah, but they won't
okay,
even
we
let me
can go
back in
quick
my
with this
account
next
anyways.
one.
They've totally locked me out. Guess what? They won't even send me an email. They're like, your account is perma-locked because they locked me out. I try and get back in. I delete the app. A couple days later, I go, okay, I think I might have hit. I was like, did I throw any fucking round money down on Volko? I was like, there could be a couple hundo in that account. I was like, better check. And I go to check it, and it's like, try and type my password in. My password doesn't work. I'm like, pretty sure this is my fucking password. So I try it again. Doesn't work. It's like, we've locked your account. I'm like, okay, go to reset the password. They won't send me the password reset verification email, Doug. They're shit. Doug, they are shit, man. They won't even send me like a normal email. Like you click the thing. It's like, do you want your email? Like they'll send you a code. They won't even
Sorry,
send me.
this is FanDuel.
This is FanDuel. They're
Yeah,
fucking shit.
FanDuel won't answer me either. They don't believe that I'm an Ontario citizen.
FanDuel fucking sucks. FanDuel fucking can lick gooch.
BetMGM
You're
has the
listening
same
to that,
props. Use BetMGM
FanDuel.
instead.
Yeah. We should have our own betting. Fuck, man. We need a betting. I need a betting.
Hey, that's
betting
the
site.
dream. The Doug Las Vegas
With a
fucking.
code!
No, it's
With
an
a code!
in-person. No, it's an in-person. We're high class here. I'm going to Nevada. I'm opening the Doug Las Vegas Sportsbook in Nevada.
That'd be dope. All the best of luck to you, man. I'm all with you.
That's
I'm all here.
the dream. I've
That's
got
awesome.
the rest
The
of my
surgeon-
life to accomplish it.
The surgeon is there in full support. This is fucking.
No, you guys got to get the fuck out. You guys aren't taking my money. Are you kidding me? You guys are banned. Anyone who watches this show is banned. I want that to be very clear. You don't get to watch this show and come into my casino. You don't get to use my advice against me. That's not how this shit works.
Exactly. You can't. We're taking the money.
Go
of
next door.
Unsuspecting people.
I'm opening next door to
I like,
FanDuel. Go fuck with them.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard look, Nick Alexander. Yeah, but moving onward, I've heard heaps of him talking about.
But he
how
did say
shit
one
FanDuel is, too.
Canadian will win. Which one? I think it is. I think it's clear my pick. Bronson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're taking Ronson. I think Ronson's definitely more likely than fucking Laramie.
He knows too. He's hit us with a fat riddle in the chat too. He's like, one Canadian will win.
I know.
Which one?
I know. But I'm so honestly, I'm on the very. I'm thinking the Sabatini Laramie fight's gonna be close as tits.
Well, I think it's
I don't-
easy. I don't think it's like to say the 4-1 guy is more likely to win than the guy that's. You should be taking a stab on fucking Laramie if you think it's that close.
I might.
I might almost. This might get ridiculous.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I actually might.
If I fight like 5 decisions, 5-1.
I'm very likely gonna take a stab on him.
Probably just you just hit the straight money at that. I might put a quarter on it, half unit on him.
Man, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I don't know.
Tell you what, if you guys are
Sabatini-
gonna go over this next fight, I'm gonna go over a bowl really quickly.
Okay,
'cause I got-
go.
That's
No,
fine,
if
but-
it's wait, is
go,
it
go,
the fight
go.
that I think it is?
Yeah.
it is.
Go. I'm gonna take a go. I got a big breakdown for this one.
It's gonna be closer than that. That's the line's just a bit too disrespectful for me. If it was
I don't even know what the line's at. That's why I'm kind of being.
TJ Laramie, 4-1. It's 4-1 underdog.
That's crazy. I think we'll throw money on that. What's the decision then?
5-1.
5.5.
Not worth it.
Okay, then it's not worth it. That's not worth it. We'll just take him.
Imagine Laramie just bombs him, catches him.
But Dan, why is it unlikely?
I think he wins. I think the striking is close. I think TJ Laramie might even have a bit more output. I don't know. Definitely can't. I don't think you can justify Sabatini at that price though.
No, fuck no. I'm not justifying.
Like he
someone
could,
to
I don't think he's gonna come in here and just blow him out of the water.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think that's the type of fighter necessarily Sabatini even really is, though. Is he? Is he the type of guy that you say that you go, holy fuck, he's blowing him out of the water?
No, he's gonna.
Yeah,
no, well, he does with the grappling sometimes though. With guys
You're
where he
right.
clearly has the advantage with the grappling, he would.
You're right. See, that was a good. I remember the Connolly fight. When is he
But
gonna
his
fight
strikes
again?
are his strikes
That's a
are
great
low.
question.
In the Tristan Connolly fight, only landed 26 strikes. The Tucker Lux fight, only 16. Both of those went the distance.
Oh shit, we're gonna see him soon. Let's get it.
A lot more sub attempts though.
Let's get it. We're gonna see Tristan Conley soon. That'll be good times. I'm down for that. Darren Elkins, the damage, Dan. Connolly versus the damage.
Oh,
Boondock.
That's actually a good fight.
It is a good fight. That's what I mean. That's a good fight on fucking. That's a fire card.
They're
That
kind of
card
giving
is
Connolly a
fire.
chance. They usually feed him to the dogs.
This is a good card, though. I think this is like we've looked at this. It's a decent card.
Boy, italics.
I know. Remember when I was convinced, bro. I was convinced. I was convinced at one point. He was on the run.
We're
I
all
was convinced.
Maria Bueno Silva, Wu Yunan. I don't know. It's just beyond low level women's MMA.
Look at the opener. Wait, what?
Okay, before you get too entranced, let's get through this fucking card before you get entranced with a future card. Before we fucking pass the 2-hour mark on a fucking breakdown. We didn't even cover the last card, and we're still managing to fucking stretch this.
Matter.
Bueno Silva, Wu. I think Silva should fucking win this fight easily, but she'll find a way to make it close. You'd be crazy to bet her a massive favorite that she is.
Sorry.
Brennan, hopefully you're fucking surviving out there on Hoth.
Yeah, that place looks fucking ridiculous. I would definitely not be. I'd be done. I'd be done. I'm done. I'm done.
I don't think Doug's gonna be mad if we go on to the next fight. I don't think he's gonna have anything to add to that last one unless you have anything you want to.
Who are you even picking in this one?
Bueno Silva, but I'm not. You'd be stupid about
Yeah,
this
I'm
fight.
picking Bueno Silva, but I'm not going to touch it at all.
She's a grappler who doesn't take people down.
And she looks sloppy. When
I just remember the fucking. My favorite. She's like just looking like Carlos Felipe against fucking Manon Fiorot when she's just getting her ass lit up and she's just like staring at her, just going like, "What? What's going on?" It's like it's my favorite. It's like, what the fuck you think you're doing there? I think this next fight will be good. Andre Fiallo versus Miguel Baeza. I think this will be potential fireworks.
Agreed.
Two guys trading. Doug, yeah, we kind of just. I was gonna say, I don't think you'd be mad if we skipped over that last fight.
Nope, don't give a shit at all. No,
Breeze
please.
through it. You got Silva, I imagine.
Yeah.
Picks.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really good fight, though. I don't know where I'm going with this one.
I like
really have
Beza
no
in
idea.
this one. I was high on Beza going into the Ponzinibbio fight. I had him in that one, and since then, I think we've seen a bit of a downswing, obviously, with the Ponzinibbio loss, where he did look good early, was kicking the leg well, but his complete and utter lack of head movement cost him. And then the knockout loss to Chaos Williams, of course, so a bit of a rougher stretch, but I still think that the forward pressure, Fiallo is going to leave him there to be hit. I think Beza is going to be able to use his nice leg kick and win this fight. I think Fiallo is a tough guy. We saw him go to decision with Michel Pereira, so I'll say it probably goes to decision. But I think Beza is also capable of finishing him.
Yeah, I'm on.
Was he winning that? I don't remember, Doug. Was he winning that fucking Chaos Williams fight up to that point? Where Chaos knocked him out?
Yeah,
I just don't remember.
Not by a landslide.
He was though, right? I kind of remember.
It wasn't
Yeah,
like,
it's like
it
leg
was,
kicks
it was
using the range.
Yeah,
well.
like he was just tapping, and it was kind of like he wasn't able to get in. Kind of like Williams wasn't able to land it, and that was okay. I'm gonna go Baeza in this one too. I'm going Baeza in this one.
Tough
as well.
Chin,
Breaks the 2 fight skid. Fiallo comes in.
He doesn't
this
fucking
one,
move his head.
contrary to my website or my bet MMA as well, I have
Holy
him and Andre Muniz in a parlay. Muniz obviously gone, so I do have a unit on Beza straight, I guess. Although it was meant to be in a parlay.
Got it.
But yeah, I wouldn't bet it again on this line.
Yeah, I don't like the line at all.
I don't even know what it's at. I'll check it.
I just think that like
Hope you're doing.
I
well
don't
tonight,
think he's gonna
Brendan.
finish Fialo early. I think he'd finish him like more like later in the fight, leg kicks build up if he kind of like Michelle Pajeda hit him with some decent shots, couldn't finish him.
I'm gonna block
Like
these.
Chris Curtis finished him, but like Chris Curtis is a fucking monster.
The action man.
Who we were gonna fucking see absolutely fucking smash through fucking who was it again? It was fucking jiu-jitsu fucking
Adolfo
guy,
Vieira.
lots of fluffy. Adolfo Vieira,
Yeah.
he'll fucking run through Adolfo Vieira like fucking a chainsaw. Fuck, I don't know. I think what's the Fialo? Just KO.
That would be plus 315.
When was the fucking Chaos Williams fight? Not that long ago.
He's got weird. He does have like
longer than I thought.
Like the guy does kind of death touch people sometimes. Pat, that was the they got. Remember, like, oh, remember the guy that fucking ragdolled fucking James Vick in XMMA?
Yes, that's what I was. That's what I
Fiala.
started to laugh about. I know. I was like, this whole kind of run has been has all been sparked by someone literally street sweeping that fucking guy who's I don't know how he's even got a boxing career now. It blows my mind, man. I don't know, man. I
Like,
don't fucking know anymore, but
Yeah,
who knows,
like,
man?
Yeah,
Jake
obviously
Paul's
he's been around in
gonna
this
go
different
fuck
stuff, but like he's
beat
been
Canelo.
fighting high level MMA for quite a while, like since 2016. Trains at
Oh,
Stanford.
he's good.
I think he's got a chance. I think decision. This goes the distance. Baeza. I've considered the Baeza decision line because I also think there's value there. I don't think he finishes Fialo. Or sorry, I don't think Fialo. Or yeah, he doesn't finish Fialo. So I think if you're taking Baeza, the value side is the decision for sure. It is tough. It's tough, especially when you got a younger guy taking a shot like that. Who knows if he's going to bounce back from that or he's not? How effectively he's going to do it. His chin's going to hold up. I don't know. I'm on the edge. I'll decide between now and fight night. But he's another guy that
you don't have to bet on it. That's the beauty of betting. That's our advantage over the books is we don't have to bet on every fight.
They own me.
I'm trying not to force it, but there's really not many options on Saturday on this card. Like
Similar match to the Chaos fight. Yeah, I guess it's not really a. It's not.
But we can get onto a fight where both and I have actually. Unless we have anything else we want to add here, I guess I think Baeza wins this fight decision, but I think if I could get a good line on like a, you just said it's plus.
Good question, Nick. I don't know if Baeza has improved.
I don't know. I think
I mean, it's one of the more improvable things, really, if you think about it. If you look back and are willing to learn from your mistakes, the question is like, is he willing to go back and do that? Does he have a good game plan? Those are things we're going to see as the fight unfolds. Whether he just keeps his head right on the center line for big punches or has a little bit of shift to it.
I think it's. I don't know.
He did take that fight on short notice against Pajeda. You got to be kind of a savage to do that. At least.
Sorry, I got distracted there.
I don't know.
I'm
You
picking
definitely
Baeza
can't be
on-
overly confident in Baeza just because of that alone, just because of the head ability and the power of Fialo. I think the decision line could be worth. I think the decision line could be worth a small stab. Just because
plus 250 is a solid number to just drop a little something on it.
I'm gonna be sweating it though. I already know I'm gonna be sweating it, dog.
Is that just is that fight to go the distance?
No, that's Baeza decision.
Okay.
Okay.
But if it goes the distance, I don't know that Fialo can look better over 3 rounds. I don't see the fight playing out that way very often.
I hear you, Brendan. I hear you, Brendan.
Like, yeah, Fiala's shown Cardio's his issues a little bit too.
Yep, and it's definitely good. Great point from Brendan. He's not fighting world beaters. He's put him away properly, but they're not great. They're not good fighters. Yeah, Panda is
Stefan Stecki looks pretty good. The best one, not pretty good, but like it's not. It's as far as the 8 wins he's got, compares better. Like James Vick, maybe a bit better after the Vixecutioner, as you like to call him, got his win a couple weeks ago.
Vixecutioner, man. I've been calling him the Vixecutioner for years. I'll think I have to watch whatever boxing fight. It's not going to be. You know what? They need to have him on that Triller card.
It already happened. What do you mean? It already happened.
Oh, you're right. We were looking at it when it did already happen. Oh, fucking.
Yeah, he won.
He got a win or something. He won.
He knocked the guy out.
Yeah, it's some can they got.
The executioner's back.
Some can they got off a reality TV show, I bet.
Oh, he'll get knocked. Now that his confidence is back, he'll get fucking chin slap fucking next fight.
I remember one of my favorite old fight articles to look back on is an article that said if McGregor moved up to 155, he would lose to James Vick. Just
oh, my favorites, like one of my favorites is the James Vick talking all shit to Gaethje.
Oh, that's what I was gonna just say. You stole my moment. I was gonna say a line from it, but I was whatever. Because I'll say that stuff. I don't need to. I don't really care. But I'll wait. I'll save it up till later. We'll do it another time.
We don't need to shit on James Vick this week.
No, I was gonna say one of the James Vick lines to Dan. I was gonna say one of the James Vick lines to Dan.
Oh, but speaking of no chins, no disrespect, the retirement of Marlon Moraes. Have a good retirement.
Yo, can we finish the card out, bro? We're 2 fights away, for fuck's sake, bro. Come on. Okay, let's finish this.
I'm not the one with the pacing issue.
That was the best segue.
I always have a pacing. I always have a pacing issue.
I couldn't resist. I had to.
Yo, this guy's got a fucking. Yo, wait.
All right, let's go.
That's what I need. I need that tattoo right there. I figured it out, boys. That's it.
Nice neck.
Free spirit across my neck. Are you fucking crazy? That's exactly what I need.
It's mini Paulo Costa.
I'd like Pat to go first.
He does something. I'll be honest. I know fuck all about either of these guys. I don't know. I have not watched that guy come up with the Contender Series. I know
they're both Contender Series.
I know, and I know who this guy is though because I've seen him on something. I saw the knee bar. That's what I saw. Dan's probably sent me his fucking knee bar off the Contender Series. I think you guys know how I pick fights. Very, very hard to pick Contender Series fights, and I stay fucking far away from them because a lot of the Contender Series guys, they're not really UFC caliber, especially the more recent ones in the recent years. What do you mean you're making it? What do you mean that's the Contender Series? You're contending to get into the UFC.
Fighting guy in the UFC though, so obviously the guys aren't necessarily going to be.
I know, but the level of caliber that the guys are fighting should at least be. Like, Dan, I've seen guys. I'm not even going to get into it. Come off the Contender Series and
they wanted to fight in the UFC. They can put him against the guy in the UFC.
Why? It's their cheap way of signing a guy to try and get UFC, to try and get caliber fights out of guys that aren't signed contracts yet, and then be able to base them off that to be able to hold them to a flame to that. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, Dan's all over Gadsy. That's obviously why he wants me to go first, and he's all. He's done the research this week. Let him eat, man. Let him eat. I'm just trying to live.
I just want to get your perspective. I
don't know.
I've seen him a couple times in the Contender Series. The other guy. Well, because I get. Oh my God! Because we did see I
don't remember this guy, to be honest, off the top of my head at all.
No, he had to go twice because his first fight it was against the Canadian. Remember his name again?
Aaron Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, who we've also seen a couple whacks at the Contender Series, and I think that fight kind of does speak a lot guys up what we're gonna see in this fight. I think Omar Gadzhiev is gonna come in here. He's most likely gonna be able to take this fight down, not necessarily easily, But I think I'm pretty confident he's going to be able to.
But Brendan, it's a
dominate the
great
heart of the
question.
game.
Why is this the co-main?
Stand up will probably be. There was a cancellation. This
Ah!
Uriah Hall.
Holy,
Yeah,
there we go.
Andre Muniz.
There we go. That was a great question.
Yeah, I think this. I think that if we hadn't seen this guy on Contender Series a couple times, I think this line would be different. Honestly, I think we would see Godzi as more of a favorite. I think this guy's got more of. If anybody's going to finish this fight, it'll be Godzi over Godzev. But I think he'll probably just end up controlling it, landing some decent ground and pound, which he does, doing good variation and at a decent rate. Seen some nice knees to the body, decent elbows. Like his fight before the Contender Series wasn't the most high level, but he absolutely dominated for pillar to post. And I think he's the slightly bigger guy, right? Or by a couple inches. 6'1". How tall is Barallo?
Barallo is 5'10".
Yeah, so he's got a thick 3
Yeah.
inches on him. He's gonna be the bigger guy on there. Got the grappling upside. You give me as a slight favorite. I put 3 units on it.
There you go.
And I did the exact same thing, and have pretty much the exact same take. We came to the conclusion. Dan texted me last night and said, "What do you think about this fight?" I put on the tape a little bit, and I said pretty much the same thing he said right there. So
There you go.
yeah, I like Omar Godzev's wrestling. Barallo has shown good, or he hasn't been quite put on his back in the last few fights, as Dan has pointed out as well. But Omar Godzev looks like he's got the cardio to work this fight from minute 1 to minute 15. Yep.
Interesting. It's gonna be a good fight. Or so, I don't even know. Who knows? This is kind of a summation of the weekend, as we've got guys that we don't really know about on the co-main, but it happens. A fallout, and it's fuck. That's, I don't know.
So
It's like, who else? Oh, I'm taking the Russian over the Brazilian. Yeah, I'm taking the Russian over the Brazilian. Especially the guy that's had 2 shots. The way that I look at it is, if I do my Contender Series math on this one, you would take 2 shots in the Contender Series to get into the UFC. Now we're just trying to fucking get you into the UFC to look for guys and to fill a gap.
Oh, and the guy that he fought, it was like 3 weeks later. It was an absolute cannon.
Really? I see.
He pretty much
all you had to do was tell me that.
Brought back 3 weeks later.
I have no.
Because he has personality. He starts to speak a little bit of English. He's got this. Fighting nerd guy.
I got no time watching shitbags get beat up for a living. No time. No time.
I don't know if you call him a shitbag if you haven't even watched him fight.
No, not him. I'm talking the guy that he fought. I've said, I'm glad you wish you told me that. I got no time watching him go in there and pound shitbags. It
was up weight too. He just knocks him out in 2 minutes. Like, what do you think?
But I don't need any of that. Exactly. So it's they're trying to send this guy into the UFC. They're also trying to send this other guy into the UFC. I'm looking at the matchups that they had already booked for what's his name? Barallo, and they had Stoltzfus booked with Barallo withdrawing and Pickett with Barallo withdrawing. Do you know anything about
that's Stoltzfus fights? That's an absolute gimme fight. Like, for him to win. It's an absolute setup fight for him.
I hear you.
Stoltzfus is fucking not UFC level.
And I don't think Pickett's far away from it either, but what is the...
Pickett's on... That's pretty much like a Contender Series fight.
The thing that I kind of get out of both of those... thank you. Perfect. See, this is what we need guys like this in the chat for. Thank you, sir. I'll pin that to the top. But yeah, even when you get a guy when I see a guy who comes in with a 13-0 record, I'm guessing here, I'm speculating, and I'm listening to what you said. You've got a guy who's able to put guys on their back and implement their game plan from a wrestling style, in comparison to a guy whose last 2 fights have been on the Contender Series. He is a striker, right, Dan? Barallo.
Yeah, he's pretty basic too. He's not he's got pretty basic kickboxing.
Yeah, but like he's a striker. You said he hasn't been on his back recently, which is another fucking red flag for me. Yeah, he's definitely got some jits, but another red flag for me. Hasn't been put on his back recently. I think it's all signs pointing towards Omar Gadziev. I would say decision, and I think you did say decision as well. I don't think he finishes Barallo, but is he the type to finish, guys? I guess he is, right? Omar Gadziev finishes motherfuckers, no?
Yeah, but that guy finally.
His guy was also questionable.
I don't think he really. I don't know. I think that
Contender Series is cheeky.
he could finish him. I think it's tough to say either way. I think where the line is right now, it's you get at 1.72. I think still on 365. Everywhere else, it's on the other side of 1.7 already.
Okay.
I think I like it. I think the decision's worth a shot. It's that plus 275, 3.75 to 1.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Russian over the Brazilian. But fuck, man, if this fight was like, I don't know, man, this is a little bit crazy to see as the co-main too. But I mean, it gets a guy's name out there, especially if something crazy happens. But if what we think's gonna happen, do we not think it could be more of a boring fight where this Russian guy kind of lays on him? Lays on the other guy, can't get him out of there, kind of beats him up for three rounds, or no?
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, but hopefully not, because that being the co-main event, it's gonna put me to fucking sleep. I don't even see that shit on the co-main. Two guys that are vaulted into the UFC off Contender Series, fucking mishap kind of Contender Series make believe, fairy dust, fugazi shit that the UFC likes to pull with this whole. I hate the Contender Series, man. I fucking hate it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm going to Vicente Luque versus Bilal Muhammad the second. With number 2. This is the second fight we're having. Second time we're seeing this. I can't wait, man. I love watching this. I loved watching the first time.
Chisea Vicente.
Your pronunciation tonight has been on point, I must say.
That's the way it goes. I don't give a...
Couple of legendary names popped out.
I'm like, this is the reality of it. It's like Shabisms. They're gonna start. They're gonna find their way in there, man. I've got a lot of them. You just haven't seen them all yet. And the other thing you guys realize, I don't fucking care.
I think we learned that a long time ago. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna have a chuckle.
I know, and you should point it out too. I like it. This fight for me is. And I think for everybody else is a great fight. I mean, the last fight, it leaves a lot to be kind of, I don't know, man. Like there leaves a lot to be remembered here, especially with the channel and what I kind of think about when I think about kind of the last couple fights I've seen, how close he was. When we saw the Leon Edwards fight and we saw kind of what was taken away from him, and we've seen a guy who's kind of stayed patient, stayed in the wings, and fought people who have been right there and taken on good challenges. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot to be said about a guy like Bilal Muhammad, who's now fought his way to stay in here and now take on even Vicente Luque, who we know has been surging and who's a very, very, very tough guy to beat. I mean, I think it's very one of these things. It's very much one of these things that it's going to be the game plan, but I don't see Bilal Muhammad coming in there with a game plan and doubting Vicente Luque kind of like he did in the first fight. I think he threw a little bit too much, got a little bit too happy to throw the first time. So I would say that man, and I mean, this is me saying it, I would say that it's Bilal Muhammad could take this one out, play it perfectly. I said it in the chat when it was texting these guys. He's going to play out I think it's going to be somewhat of a boring fight from Bilal Muhammad. People aren't going to like this fight. It's probably going to put a bad stamp on the end of the night, in my opinion, as far as how maybe the level of the card. But nonetheless, I think Bilal Muhammad gets it done, wins a 5-round decision over Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque taking nothing away from him. Tough guy. Able to get out of to make the fight tough in different positions, but I don't know. I don't see Muhammad squandering a second opportunity. I see him going at this very, very strategically, and I see him getting a decision. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against you with my pick here. I don't see Bilal controlling him for 5 rounds. 5 rounds is a long ass time to be in there with a guy like Vicente Luque. Super durable guy. Don't see any way Bilal gets him out of there with his jiu-jitsu skills combined with his chin and Bilal's lack of power and striking. So Bilal really needs to control this fight for 5 rounds. He's in striking. He's not going to be able to win like a second of the striking. You can't enter range with Luque if you're Muhammad in this fight. You're not going to be able to win if you take that risk without ending that with a takedown attempt or a clinch or something. You have to try and control, and I simply don't think he's going to be able to do it. Vicente Luque is going to be prepared enough for the grappling to make these exchanges exhausting, tiring, force Bilal to stand with him enough, because every fight does start on the feet. You're going to have to throw hands a little bit if you want to get in there and grapple, and I don't think that's going to go very well for Bilal Muhammad.
I like we got the chat kind of popping off tonight, boys. And shout out to everyone watching. Shout out to the 6 people watching. Appreciate you guys. We've had a solid fucking like 5-6 guys watching all night tonight. Good numbers for fight guys. I appreciate everybody. I like when people are in the chat like this so we can pull shit up where there's differing opinions. Like Brendan saying he has zero reason to believe it's gonna go the other way. Nick saying we could see back-to-back wrestle fucking the co-main in Maine. Andre saying he's cashing the Luque, a Luque bet. I mean, Dan, where are you at for this one?
It's tough because it's literally those two things could either possibility, either option. It could definitely happen. Like, but I think it's to bet on a guy to be perfect for 25 minutes.
I hear you. Matt, you're right. You're right, man. What's the line at in this fight? Because I don't even know.
Vicente,
I just fucking look at these fights.
It's about you can find Vicente anywhere between minus 170 and minus 185. Interestingly enough, though, the fight to go the distance or 4.5 in most spots is minus 110 each side.
Like if I'm betting on Bilal, I want that to be a wider line to be able to entice me on it. Really, like plus 150. The decision's only plus 240. Like what's that in probabilities, Doug? How often does that have to happen to be profitable?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I'm too baked.
But that's
a lot.
A lot. Like there you go, bro.
At least like 30%, right? 30%, roughly. Maybe?
Yeah, about that. It would have to happen in the plus 200 range. No, you're talking 30% there.
Yeah.
Is that actually a true stat?
I don't.
Yeah, you're. It would have to. You would need him to win by decision about 1/3 of the time.
To beat. That's a crazy stat. Holy fuck! No way. Is that real?
What?
Never been
an
underdog.
What do you mean is that real? Oh wait, what?
Sorry.
Never been an underdog.
Oh.
In all of his fights in the UFC, Doug. That's fucking crazy. If that's true, Doug. That is crazy. If that's true.
I was looking at. Funny enough, how I didn't notice that because I was looking at both of them earlier and looking how they performed in different spots, and I made note of the fact that Bilal is a pretty underwhelming casher and slight underdog roles because he's been in that role a few times.
Yeah.
And somehow I didn't notice that Vicente Luque was a favorite in every single fight that I looked at.
That's fucked. That is fucked.
Yeah, he was a slight favorite against Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
That's a great stat, Brendan. That's a fire stat. I did not know.
He's been a big favorite a couple of times.
That's crazy.
Well, think about it though. Like he's not really fighting.
Wonder Boy was a favorite for a fair bit too. Because I remember betting on Wonder Boy in some spots closed at like minus 150. If I recall correctly.
I think realistically, like as Pat said, he could definitely come out here. I think he's the chin. Like I don't know. The chin is like the chin's the question of the fight. Is it that Bilal got tagged one time and he really has a good chin, or is it that he's not fighting guys that are testing his chin the same level that Luque was able to do it and get him out there? I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. I just think that even though, like, if this goes the distance, I don't know how Luque, at the same time, I don't know how Luque would win a decision because I think he gets hit too much. I think Bilal shown that he has good output. His strike can continue to increase. every
For the
single
record,
fight.
he did close as the underdog against Stephen Thompson.
Oh, see,
Underdog. Oh, he
this
closes the underdog.
closed.
Yeah, but that's
See, I don't know.
justified though. In hindsight, he should have been fucking.
I
got
bet on
fucking
Wonder
absolutely
Boy in
demolished
that
by
one.
Steve.
That was one of the first.
Wait, what are we
cards I
talking
bet on.
about? Are we talking about the
Wonder
Wait,
Boy
I'm
versus
so fucking
Vicente Luque.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. I was confused there for about 5 seconds.
I just
Sorry,
think
Dan.
that as far as the value play, like I think that if you tell me that has to be 30% of the time, I just don't really see that. I think it's more likely Vicente tags him or he clubs and subs him. He's always throwing violence. He'll have a good game plan here. The only thing that really would work against Vicente Luque better here is if Vicente's like overlooking Bilal completely. They've been trained hard enough, but I think that this is the guy's first main event in UFC, and he's been with the organization for how long now? 7 years.
Back since the Ultimate Fighter,
Yeah,
Black
it's like
Zillions
seven
versus
years.
ATT.
That's quite a long
season.
time.
What a
Considering
season.
that you could easily regard this guy as one of, if not the most violent guy in the UFC, pretty crazy we haven't seen him in a main event yet.
You've
Considering
never
the
seen
caliber
it.
he's been
You've
fighting
ne-
at.
Wait a second. Actually, you know what? I actually have a fucking pretty good kind of a tangent that I want to go off of actually about that scene. Never mind. Actually, yeah, never mind. I'm going to go on about it. I got to go into it. Because this fucking is crazy. Yeah. How many fights did he fucking win when he was on The Ultimate Fighter? 1, 2, 3. I knew it. Yeah, he won fucking 3 in a row. That's probably what killed his ass. Oh, no, I guess he did fucking fight Kamaru in the final. I was just talking about Haider Hassan. When I saw that name and on fucking Vicente Luque's record, I was like, man, Haider Hassan on that fucking season of The Ultimate Fighter, you're never gonna see a motherfucker, because they had the rule set on that season of The Ultimate Fighter where you could fight as many times for your
more
team as
than-
you wanted. So it was
Yeah.
like, well, who's gonna beat this motherfucker? And this guy, no one on the team wanted to fight. So I'm just giving context to people who haven't seen it. And Haider Hassan was like, I'll just fucking fight. And he fought 3 times in a row on The Ultimate Fighter or some shit. And it was like, or like twice or 3 times in a row. And it was fucked. It was like, people were like, man, you can't keep fighting. And he was like, oh, it was fucking crazy. But yeah, like, that's just my little spiel. Like, that was a guy who I always thought was going to be good in the UFC. But look,
Let's get back on track. I like Nick Alexander's comments here, the last 2. What is Luque's best win? I think it's easily, as Pat would call him, Michael Chiesa. That was all. I had Chiesa in that fight.
Same.
I've been calling him Chisea for over a year, easily.
Over a year, probably.
I've never heard you say his name correctly, to your credit. If
Yeah, what do you mean?
That's what I mean. I don't call him. I don't put that other ch on it.
You don't pronounce the guy's name properly. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
But like, you could make the argument, especially like, yes, he arguably lost to Mike Perry. The visuals was a massive part of that fight. He almost fucking lost to Brian Barberena, for fuck's sakes. Like he got outstruck by Brian Barberena over 3 rounds. The thing is, he just ends up murdering folks.
when he gets in
Eventually,
these
he'll
brawls,
get ya.
though,
He'll drag you in, says, either
it's
I'm
also-
going to die or you're going to die. You're probably going to die.
it's those brawler instincts too. If you see, like, those fights are close because they're brawls, not because the other person was more technically skilled than Vicente Luque. And it's not like Bilal Muhammad's going to go out there and fucking bang with Vicente.
But that's kind of what
exactly.
that's what Bilal did the
Exactly.
first time. That's what fucked him the first time.
If we're
the type
looking
of
at
fighter-
Vicente versus other top strikers in the division, like, maybe not right now, but when we were looking at him versus Wonder Boy, then you can discredit those wins and say trying to bang with Wonder Boy ain't going to go very well for you. He'll piece you apart if you fight like you fought against Barberena, and that's what fucking happened. But then you look at this fight, and it's Bilal Muhammad's not going to piece you up. He's not going to make you pay for trying to brawl with him, other than that'll get him some good grappling positions. But I don't see Vicente forcing shots against Bilal because he doesn't have to, so he's not going to put himself in these bad positions.
Yeah, he's just going to come at him like a bat out of hell. And he's gonna
That's
be
what
throwing
Doug's saying
everything.
the opposite, though. Like, Doug is saying the complete.
No.
You literally
No,
just
he's saying-
disregarded.
No, because Doug's saying, like, a lot of these guys, he's fighting guys that are throwing back the fucking absolute heat and wet. Like, Bilal's not going to be throwing strikes at him that are going to be really catching the respect of Luque. Is that, I don't know, am I off track?
I thought
No,
what
that's
I thought what Doug was saying is like Vincente's put into a lot of matchups where he has to brawl, where the
Vincente
guys
or
are
Vicente?
brawlers. Vincente. I'm just gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. So I don't know why you're
I
trying
know,
to
but
correct
I'm
me.
allowed to
Don't
fucking teach
care. Don't care.
but
Well, if you're
clearly
just
you
gonna
do.
say
I
it
fucking- I'm
seven.
just teasing.
If you're just gonna say it 70 times, like I just don't give a fuck. You know that.
70,
Like
okay.
it's just gonna interrupt my flow. It's pretty much just you interrupting me at this point. But Vicente Luque, he's been put into. It is. Vicente Luque has been put into a lot of matchup with guys like Doug was saying that are strikers, where he gets put into a war. He's dragged into fights where it's you or me, and we're gonna make someone, and it's necessarily not about placing shots and picking position or a position over the strike and landing this. Man, I think that where we are now and kind of in a fight the second time, especially the second time, if it wasn't the first time he was fighting a guy like Bilal Muhammad, I would be more inclined to say, yes, he's going to go at, like he's more likely to just go at Bilal and try and get him out of there. I thought what Doug was saying was that this is kind of more of a fight where Vicente has the liberty to kind of sit back, and he's already been there and knocked him out once. So there's always, he knows that opening's there.
It's calculated aggression. He's not going to go out there and just wing random ass overhands at him, but he can stand there and he can comfortably get his combos off. More so, it'll be cleaner striking from Vicente rather than a
forced
exchanges.
exchanges.
I don't think those two things align, because if you can't fucking hurt me, if I'm Vicente Luque, and you're not gonna fucking finish me on the ground, then what am I fucking like? Why would I respect you? Like, why would I go point fight where I lose that fight?
He's not.
If he tries to point fight with Bilal,
continually. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna try and point fight. He's not gonna turn into a back foot guy. I'm just saying there's no reason to overextend and throw these wild, crazy shots that you can only throw against a striker when you know Bilal is going to shoot for the takedown.
That's just saying Vicente Luque isn't going to be Vicente Luque. This is literally.
I'm saying he can.
You
sit
said it
back
yourself.
And fire
even against
that's
Stephen
what he
Thompson,
did. I'm saying
where it isn't a good game plan, he still went and did it and tried to make it a brawl. This guy has one fucking. This is how this guy fights. To say he might do otherwise.
I'm saying he can do what he did in the first Bilal fight. Just kind of move backwards and catch him with a hook.
How long did that even fucking go? A minute and 19 seconds.
It's only a minute and 19 seconds. Holy fuck.
Yeah, like the first minute of the Woodley fight, he didn't really fucking go at him until Woodley started fighting, and then he's like, "Yeah, now I'm just gonna fucking murder."
Well, yeah, because Woodley started brawling with him.
But it's not like if somebody
Bilal's not gonna brawl with him. Bilal would shoot for the legs immediately.
No, but what you're saying, if you're saying that he's going to mirror more so the style, slower pace of Bilal.
I'm not saying he's going to put on a slow pace. I'm saying it's different because the power that's coming back isn't as threatening. So he's not just in constant see red mode. He can fire cleaner shots. Like it's better for his style, because in a brawl when you're throwing like he throws, is one of those combos going to come off better when you're getting hit back by a guy who's firing a clean right on your jaw as you're throwing it, or while you're throwing it if you're just standing there and there's no striking threat coming back?
Yeah, that's what I knew that. Yeah, that's what you meant. I knew that.
I don't think that really makes any sense though, because why wouldn't he just try and drag him into a brawl if he's not going to get hurt?
Because Bilal's not going to brawl.
But if I force the brawl,
shoot.
And then I sprawl and then I hurt you. But like, why would I not still go forward with the same style? Like, I don't think that makes any sense. Like, why would he stand back and just try and trade and do combos? That's not where he thrives. That's where he loses.
Where he loses this fight is when he gets taken down by overextending himself.
Yeah, but like
you can say you just then I sprawl, but you've now put yourself in a position where Bilal's. I'm not saying he's scared of the takedown. I'm saying he's aware of the takedown.
100%.
If he's not aware of the takedown, he's going to get taken down, and that's how he loses the fight.
But 25 minutes, you can't be fucking. You're gonna have your. And Bilal's not a guy that has smothered in top game.
Down, I'll just give that one up.
But he's not. Bilal's not a guy that necessarily like he takes you down once. Oh, you're fucked. You're not gonna get up, like for the rest of the round. History would say otherwise. And fucking Luque's got pretty good ground game. I think that he has potential to even if he catches Bilal
I
in a
have
good
a play
sprawl
on
and
Luque by
fucking
the sub because I think it's going to be a sloppy shot from Bilal.
Oh, that's actually a
I
great
think
play. What's
Bilal's
that
gonna
line
force
at?
the shot plus
What's
900
that
that he
line at?
forces when he's hurt after a brawl scenario. I think that's
after he gets hit by anything.
It's see, and that's the thing though.
for sure. My general point is just that those kind of two things just don't really align in my mind. The non-threat of Bilal and playing this slower doesn't really make sense.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. Is it's a different kind of pace. It's not just big swanging. It's firing better shots than just swanging while you're getting caught.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's gonna go out there and throw fucking absolute fucking caution to the wind.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing from you. Because that's what he's
Vicente
done
Luque.
in these Barberena fights and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking you're saying he's going to do.
In order for it to be a Barberena fight, he needs a dance partner that's also going to be able to survive like that.
Yeah, so now we've come to the conclusion
Bilal's
that we
not going to
agree.
survive.
I had the idea
wow.
that
You hear what Dan just said? Bilal's not gonna survive. Okay, so we know that's
Pat. If he gets Bilal's been Bilal's only been
but
finished
it's not going to
once.
look like the Barberena fight.
No,
I think
Bilal
we're going to be sitting here.
Bilal couldn't eat those shots.
We're going to be sitting here for a back-to-back shit fest of boring-ass fights, and I'm going to be turning off this main event and watching Errol Spence and Ordenis Ugas battle for the unified strap.
Turning off a Vicente Luque fight.
No, not actually. I'm going to double
straight jacket move. Turning off a Vicente Luque fight at any point in time is enough to have your MMA fandom stripped.
I hear you, but I mean, I am fucking boxing strong, like they call it. But it's fucking, I don't know, man. I could see this fight like the guys are talking about in the comments and the chats and stuff. Like, man, like it's gonna like the small cage. Like you factor that into, is he gonna get wrestle fucked? You've got Vicente Luque who's got power to touch and turn the lights out of Belal Muhammad. It's been proven with his chin, like verbatim with his chin. It's not even like we know Vicente Luque is a tough finisher, which he is. He's finished that exact chin that's going to be put in front of him again for a second time, right? So I don't know, man. Like it's really going to be a unique one. I think it's going to play out in the
have that many losses to begin with, though. If you're looking at how he's lost,
yeah, he doesn't, man. I've watched I've
enough sample size to me to say that it couldn't happen again.
That's where I go back to. I think it is a small enough sample size where you look at that, what happened there in that fight, and you'd have to think a guy as calculated as Belal Muhammad, who was, when I say this again, as I started off going into this fight, a guy who was this close to getting that title shot and getting that ability to fight for the belt, because like, man, he beats, like, that eye poke doesn't happen, and where are we? Right? Like, where are we? Where are we with the division? Is Belal Muhammad the one who's being talked about? Did we already have a Belal in that period of time? Did we already have a Belal Muhammad fight for the belt? Right? Did he already get his time in that? Because, it could have already happened, right? Like in a different universe.
Win that fight. Like Belal got clipped in that first round.
Agreed. If we go back to remember that fight, I picked against Belal. I did not pick Belal. I believe you did, but I'm not sure.
Know he would.
I picked Belal, but my big bet was Leon by unanimous decision.
I think you and Dan did.
But I wound up betting a shitload on Leon by decision, so my bet was Leon by decision, which
I hear you.
It didn't matter.
I hear you, but I remember me picking. I think I was the one out of the three of us picking Leon against the two picking Belal in that one.
I don't know if Dan had Belal.
I think he did, but that's me putting words into people's mouths.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I probably had Leon, but can't remember. That's why it's good to track your bets, so you know who you've been on.
Absolutely, I hear you. But it's
'Cause
not
I
a big
can't
deal to me.
remember all
Because
this
guess
shit.
what?
I'm
I just go
admit
like
that.
this. I just do 2 clicks. It's literally there's a
Well, I
fight.
think the thing we have to factor in with fucking Bilal is, yeah, he's only been finished the one time, but he's been hurt a ton. Knocked down, I think, 6 times.
And what was
Included-
Diego Lima gonna hit him with a vicious spinning elbow?
What was it? Jeff Neal got 2 knockdowns. Alan Joban knocked him down 3 times. Wow, that's what the fuck? That's crazy.
I don't know if this have even had that.
I guess that's actually that's kind of just tilted because of those 3 fights, actually.
Oh wow, this is when I used to timestamp fights too.
I kind of take
Holy
that
fuck.
back. But he's not necessarily like, when you look at the last 6 fights from Bilal, Leon hurt him in the first round, and like he's kind of the only guy other than Stephen Thompson who kind of spent all his fucking time on his ass or back on that fight that kind of even really poses a knockout.
It's not
threat.
like Bilal has some kind of granite chin or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like Takashi Sato wasn't gonna fucking test this chin. Lyman Good didn't fucking really have a chance to. Did he? I don't know. I don't recall that really how that fight played out, to be honest. Can't remember if he got clipped by Lyman Good or not.
I like.
I think it's too much of a tall task for him to not get clipped by something for 25 minutes. Too much time for something bad not to happen. As much as I'd love for Bilal to win this fight, I just don't really like. Realistically, you could play this fight Bilal decision, fucking Vicente Luque finish, and probably come out with profit, but. Because if this goes 25 minutes.
It never ends well playing like that. The MMA gods always find a way to fuck you.
No, but that's what it is. But like, I think
Yeah.
that covers the probability.
If you're on either side, there's a pretty clear way to play it. If you're on the Muhammad side, you like the Muhammad decision to increase the value. If you're on the Luque side, you like the Luque inside the distance to increase the value. They're both plus money and they're both plausible. So there's, it's possible to be on either side. This fight's really a play it how you want.
It's awesome. I just love it though. It's just I went back a year and I already found it. Us talking about fucking Bilal Muhammad and Leon Edwards. Kind of similar position. Us sitting all off the side, fucking breaking down another fight. It's just the best. That's where the bet slips up and shit. And fucking good times, boys. Good times. Cheers. Cheers to that. Good times. I couldn't really fully hear it, but I was trying to hear what we all kind of picked. And I couldn't really get a read on it because it's all the talking, but it's all there. It's good times. It's good times. We're just talking about how viable, how hard of a fight it is. You're talking about how you see as Leon being one of these guys that can definitely beat Kamaru Usman at this point in time, and we're kind of all agreeing. It's good times. Definitely is. But yeah, fuck man, this main event, man. I think it goes one of 2 ways. You get a slammer sweet finish by Vicente Luque, or I think we could get a snooze fest. But the slammer sweet finish could happen at any point in time. That's the best part about it. I think that Vicente Luque carries his power pretty well through rounds. I think it's shown that he's not one of these guys that's necessarily going to only have power for a round and a half, and then it's going to drop off a cliff, and when he touches you, it's going to be like he's got pillow fists. You know what I mean? I think he's a guy who can wear on you, can create damage more than just by punching you too. I think he's got some other some weapons in his bag. We saw him just get that submission recently. It could be at a point where it is where Bilal shoots a sloppy takedown and he does get finished, or tries for something, gets a little bit overzealous like my boy Chiesa did, and that's just it could be one of those ways. But I see
that was actually pretty close.
I see it playing out the ladder, and I see it being a UD Bilal Muhammad. Clock that. Yeah. Oh yeah. If it's going the distance, it's a UD for Bilal. I don't think any judge is going to have it winning. If it goes all the way that way, even with one knock, I don't think
there's a couple things that are going conflict with, like, when you said boring fight, Vicente Luque is never in a boring fight, and a UD, Vicente Luque is never in a non-close fight.
I hear you. That's it.
Like, I think even if Bilal's on top of him, he probably even does enough damage on the feet to win rounds. Like, Bilal's not going to be fucking over here fucking Khabibing him. He's gonna
And
get tied up.
there
I think
like
he's gonna
one
get tied
round
up
where
on the
Vicente
ground
drops
to get
him
the
or something.
But yeah, I hear
100%.
you. I hear you. I still think
Because
it's gonna
we've
be
seen
unique.
Bilal dropped without being finished. Like we said, he can be hurt without
Yep.
being finished. So
Yep.
it's possible
Usually
for him
when
to
the
lose
silent
around that
assassin
way.
draws blood, it's usually night though.
It's true.
He usually
he's
doesn't
got
leave his dinner
bricks
unfinished.
in his gloves.
I think so. I think it's gonna be a
He does, man. That's the problem.
more little bit of a lackluster night for the co-main and the main. 2 decisions in a row.
I mean, the only play I have on the main is the shot at Luque by a sub off a club and sub or a sloppy shot by Bilal just at 9-1. I figure
There's few
Vicente has enough
subs that I see
submission
get locked up,
wins.
like the Vicente Luque fucking Dars. It's like he fucking, I don't know. It's like a spell. It's snatched up. I could definitely see it. They won't give me that
Just
line.
the amount of wins that he has that are submissions against these guys, the way he can submit wrestlers too like this. Like I know Bilal's never been submitted, but it being at 9-1 with the ability of Vicente knowing that Bilal is going to try and put him on the ground, I have to take a stab at that.
Well, and I think it's
have
when he's
to
going to
see
be
the
hurt
Darce Knight
too.
rise.
I think he'll be hurt and then he'll get the Dars. I think
Mhm.
Bilal, full wits about him, he'll probably be able to defend it. But once he's kind of a bit out of it in a panic state, I don't know. I
Remember
might
the
have to
name.
lock in this finish line on Luque.
Remember the name, Dan.
I remember his name. I will tell you that he's accomplished his
remember
goal. I
fucking
have never
love that.
struggled to remember Bilal Muhammad's name.
I know you do, Dan. That's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm cheering it, echoing it into your ear, so it echoes into your core. Into
But he's
your
not
heart.
even fucking really fighting guys that are fucking like Leon. Fucking probably would have.
But Luque's not okay. But I'm not gonna. Let's not break it down. Luque's fighting a Tyron Woodley that just got beat up by a white guy, like just some fucking white 17-year-old. Like he fucking sucks. He's not 17, but he's like 18. Whatever. He's 25.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but
He
can't get away
sucks.
from Luque. That's not his
He
fault.
fucking sucks,
finished him in
man.
the first round.
He fucking
Finished him in the
sucks.
first round. Finish him in the first round.
Twice he got knocked out by him twice, didn't he? Didn't they box twice and he got knocked out? Did Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul fight twice?
Take away.
I don't even remember. I didn't watch them. I didn't watch the second one.
Knocked him out once.
Did they fight twice or once? I don't even remember.
Twice.
And he only knocked him out. Oh yeah, the first one was a decision. I did watch the first one. That was ridiculous. He sucks. He fucking sucks. But I mean, I think he fought a lot of guys like who was saying it earlier. Someone in the chat said earlier. Luque's last couple finishes haven't aged well either. It's not like they've aged like a fine wine. But Luque's been in the UFC and fought a higher level of caliber of opponents.
I'd take Luque record, getting fucking finishing Chiesa and Woodley both in the first round back to back. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, but Chiesa not even at his weight class though. Chiesa's basically at the end.
What are you
Chiesa's
fucking talking about?
He moved in weight.
Chiesa was on a run. Chiesa would have been in line for like a #1 contender.
But he bumped up in weight classes for that fight, did he not?
No, he had been on a run at 170.
Did he bump to a different weight class in that Vicente fight?
No.
No?
He had been on a run at 170.
That's what I thought. I thought he bumped down for that fight. I don't know why I thought that. I really did. What fight did? Maybe I'm just thinking about Chiesa, and I can't think about him properly. Was it that fight?
You notice, Dan, he's getting a little bit closer with his pronunciation every time now.
170. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking there. Why did I?
He
Why did I
was at
think
155 back in like when he fought Kevin Lee.
Ago. Why the fuck did I think that happened? Why did I think that happened around that time?
Is Vicente Luque round 2 Darce choke?
Saying Luque almost lost to Woodley's kind of an interesting take. But yeah, he did almost lose to Mike Perry.
No, but he almost lost to everybody. He almost loses, but right before he kills you. That's part of the fucking game he plays. Like fucking the shots. Because I think that was in the...
I love the sub win. I love the stab on the sub.
That Masvidal, the Stephen Thompson Luque fight was fucking. Luque hit him with fucking everything. I don't think this guy can't be fucking finished. He's fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
He will bleed
I
though.
don't know.
Bilal probably opens him up. It'll be great for the fucking scorecards. Oh, the scar tissue. It's pretty much Bilal. I mean, Vicente Luque fucking bleeds in pretty much every single fight, win or loss.
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. At the same time, though, what time is this fight gonna be on? No, super early.
Should we go over to the Bellator quickly, breeze through those.
We just fucking squeeze over it for a minute here. Where is it?
I'm trying to find.
I don't need to go through the whole. I'm not gonna go through any of these early fights. I'll go through fucking. I don't even need to talk about Tyron Fortune.
Round 2 submission on FanDuel.
Kind of want to talk about
1800. Round 3 plus 2600. Definitely be sprinkling on those.
I don't really need to take rounds. I got that with the plus 900 straight.
Yeah, they're not going to give that to me, Doug. You know what it is on FanDuel? I'll tell you right now. What the fuck is it? They're scumming.
It's build back time. It's build back
I knew that
season.
line was fucking off as soon as I saw it. FanDuel has a plus 380, Doug.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
FanDuel's fucking illegal. Their fucking app's gonna get shut down soon, anyways. It's fucking garbage. It's crazy. I don't know how.
I mean, look, they won't verify me as a citizen, so I don't know what kind of.
That's smart on their
activities
part,
going
though.
on
There's
there.
these are a smart company. They should have let me in.
I'm
They
a
fucked up.
citizen. Denying that I'm a citizen is the incorrect claim to make. You can say that you don't want me on your site.
Yeah, sometimes
That
you gotta do
makes
what you gotta do,
sense.
though.
taking away my fucking.
Denying my citizenship, denying that I live in Ontario is a bold take.
That's a different story, you sons of bitches. But yeah, fuck, man. We don't really need to go through this too much. I'm still hoping I can be here Friday night to do this card, but it's less likely and less likely the more I see it.
Well, Doug, are you taking Corey Anderson?
I am not making a play any further than I have on this fight. I've beat the lines, let's say, and guaranteed myself money on this fight.
Has this line already fucking
fight?
locked, flipped? Oh,
The
yeah.
Vadim Nemkov fight.
Yeah.
I received Anderson at plus 162 and Nemkov at minus 150, and I will now be making half a unit on that fight.
Nice.
So
Oh,
yeah,
you shouldn't even be saying
I would just like to say congratulations to me for making a great bet on the Vadim Nemkov Corey Anderson fight. That was a great win by me.
It's perfect. Hey man. I've also got my old long-standing bet. I'm obviously the huge Corey Anderson tournament supporter. Yeah. I've been looking and waiting for this for I don't know, upwards of I think this tournament's been going on for, closer to almost a year now. I feel like it has been.
Luque by sub dropped all the way to plus 350 on Bet Online even. It's even lower on Bet Online than it was.
I fucked up.
I got it at plus 900. That's absurd.
What? Luque sub?
Luque sub, I got it at plus 900, and now on Bet Online, the same site that I bet it on, it's plus 350.
That's insane.
I should get some fucking commission.
That's one of the best value plays that I've ever gotten. That's a huge jump.
That's insane.
Like a finder's fee is what I fucking deserve on that.
I said in the chat that I'd give you credit, but you also said you wanted none of the responsibility if it loses.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
At this point,
see, that's the beauty
I definitely
of it.
get not. Well, no, at this
worry.
point, I definitely get.
Bilal will be screaming that out after.
It was a great find. Thank you very
Bilal.
much for it.
Old Bilal.
I knew I would never get to. I need to get on to fucking Bet Online. That's the fucking fun.
Bet Online's the place to be for MMA betting.
Sounds like it's the place to be. Really, I think that's where I'll probably open a big account. Do they have any opening fees there?
They've got a bunch of bonus things. You can
that's basically what I want. That's kind of what I want.
Yeah, I'll give you my code. Just let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah, I might do it in advance this weekend. It's time to pull probably another 1,000.
No, but Pat, you always do all your cook up your shit on your phone. They're not on the phone. You always like to do your
but just like open the Chrome browser.
Hide all your secrets
in
the middle of the stream on your phone.
Yeah, he's right.
Where nobody else can see
yeah, man, that's the way I roll.
But you can you can just open it on like a tab on your phone.
No, but he doesn't do that. It's almost like he knows what he's doing. He's like he's hiding it on his lap, and like nobody else can see these plays.
You can still hide it in the same place.
Precisely.
You
There
think
you go,
that's not?
precisely.
It's not. Doesn't align
It's
with
not the same.
the mannerisms.
He
It's
doesn't
pretty-
like to leave a trail at all. He
Yeah,
opens Betway and
can
India.
tell.
Yeah, I actually have a
Tell
burner.
about
I actually have a
Tokyo,
burner phone. I actually have a burner phone. I actually just get a new prepaid every week, and I just torch the prepaid after the card.
Pat, did you get more money on Corey Anderson last weekend?
Yeah, when me and you did it.
Yeah, we beat the line movement on that. Corey Anderson. Took
Why?
over
What's
the
that
money.
now?
He's at like plus 130 and shit on a bunch. Places.
What the fuck? Let me see.
I did cash
That's
out one of them
ton.
though.
Wait a
I
second.
because-
I didn't think we
I
got
realized
it.
I was like, that's way too much money. I woke up the next morning. I was like, that's way too much money to have on Corey Anderson.
How much money did you have on Corey Anderson?
It was like 200 across the fucking. I was like, that's way too much money to.
You definitely had a straight bet on it. You had way
No,
more than
because
me. on it.
there was one with
Crazy.
AJ McKee. There was one with just him. There
That's
was one,
what I have.
one
That's
with
what I
him, and then
have.
one with him and that beat the AJ McKee line movement too. But I had to.
Really? What's the AJ McKee line moving at now? Oh, I'll
Oh,
take that. That parlay's fine then. I'll take that parlay. Let's ride that $100 parlay to make fucking like $4
Well,
bills.
that also probably puts you in a scenario. Then you hedge out on your boy. It's
Damn
kind of
right.
crazy that you even made.
Because it pretty much just goes. It'll pretty much just be. I could make a K off this. I could make 1,000 off this Bellator. I could do it in 3 fights in the main
There's
event,
more
the
money
co-main.
to
I
be
could do
made
it.
on the Bellator than the fucking UFC.
For me, yeah. For me this week, yeah. With that other, which is because that other parlay is sitting there, right?
Maybe not.
It's gonna
maybe not.
It's gonna cash me like $4 bills or whatever. It's nice. It's a nice.
There's one fight I've been looking at the Kyle Crutchmer Lombardo fight. I don't really know who to pick though. It's kind of tough. Thought Crutchmer would probably win easily, but now the more I think about it, Lombardo probably makes that pretty tough. The rest is probably gonna be a bunch of can crushers though.
Well, you got Shamirov flaying out.
Yeah, I guess
Around
fucking. Who's he fighting?
Rafael Carvalho. He's their fucking poster boy. They love Carvalho. They get him. They basically just let him get beat up by everybody.
I don't know. How does that mean they love him?
They just because they talk about it all the time when they do the. I always think about Big John talking about him. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I do
other than
think
that's
that
pretty
AJ
much-
McKee probably wins the fight. But that line's getting to territory where it's like, okay, this is.
I've
Yeah,
already
no, it's-
taken a stab at Pitbull. I thought the
Pitbull
line
fine.
had already gone
I think
too
it's
far.
crazy. I think it's a little bit crazy already, but fuck me, AJ McKee looked so good the last. Oh yeah, here, let's watch that real quick. Do we have that anywhere? Where is that?
I think he wins. I think
Appreciate it,
realistically, AJ
Nick.
McKee probably wins around
Appreciate it, Nick.
seven or 8 times out of 10.
Yeah, you're probably right. He fucked him up last time. I can't even believe that. Dan, did you send me that video of the? Did you
It's
send me
just
the
such a
video of the
bad
last time?
stylistic matchup. Like he's gonna fucking continue to fucking have to come at him. He's gonna get clipped apart at range.
Did you send me that video?
I don't think it's gonna be a first
What
round
video?
finish. Though. What
Dan
video?
sent me a video of the last time that it's a clip. Dan, yeah, you found it. Did you send it in Fight Guys of me watching me watching my Patricio Pitbull bet lose, and it's me, Jay, and LJ.
yeah,
It's in
And-
our
yeah.
group chat. Our group chat. I put it in our
Oh, it's in the
chat.
group chat. Okay.
I had a
wondering where it
bunch
was.
on Pitbull too.
I was wondering where that was.
After
Yeah,
Aljo kind of is proven that you shouldn't throw off lines in rematches, we see another thrown
Well-
off line in a rematch.
Well, one was a fucking. One was maybe
I-
gonna go the
I
distance.
know.
The other one was a first round finish. But
Catch you another time, Nick. We really
And
appreciate you
the
coming up,
one
brother.
that maybe went the distance
Appreciate it.
went
Okay, David.
further.
Yeah, other than that,
Exactly.
fuck. Do we have anything else to talk about? I mean, like we talked about bullshit for a couple hours, but we pretty much got through the
I'm
big.
watching the basketball at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Carvalho, fucking, yeah, he is just getting fucking beaten up by everybody. That's a ring. That's a string of losses right there. Higami Sase, the Machida, bounces back against Chidi Ujikwani. Then Nemkov, Alec Polizzi, and Lorenzo Larkin. Fucking the last one to cap it all off. That's brutal. Lorenzo Larkin in fucking 2021. That's beautiful. Yeah, Shmurdoff. Probably. What's the line on that fight?
I don't know. I think there is more money to be made on the
that's
Bellator.
probably pretty. I don't know though. At the same time, it's really just the last 2 events. Everything else, I was gonna take that crazy line on
Who?
who was it that fell out that was gonna fight Pico.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna take it. Yeah, remember I said that too. I was gonna take it too because I fucking said Pico's not good. I don't think Pico's that great, but that's just me. This is just Jeremy Kennedy. Yeah, we were gonna take Jeremy Kennedy to beat the Canadian. There we go. That would have been our fucking Canadian pick right there. Damn it. Fuck.
Been a nice parlay.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Imagine
I think that would have been
TJ
nice.
Laramie, Jeremy Kennedy, and fucking.
And they'd all
Bronson?
lose. They'd all
That'd be a
lose.
sweet
In a
parlay.
matter of 48 hours, they'd all be fucking L's, and you'd be like, holy fuck, the Canadian MMA circuit. Oh, God.
Man,
Not far off.
Pick up
I do
some
think
Mike
this Corey
Malott.
Anderson.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Honestly, for real, though, that put such a good fucking little, like, it warmed my heart a bit. We needed that.
We have a light.
We needed that. Yeah, we did.
There is a spark.
I say that, and we had
Talking
fucking
about-
GSP, like, but I mean, like,
Yeah,
you know,
Malcolm X
still.
Gordon.
Yeah, we got Malcolm X Gordon really fucking slandering the fucking
Oh, shout out Hakeem
Canadian
Dawood, dude.
heritage.
Who I think is probably
Yeah.
leading the way. We also got fucking like
Rat
Gavin
Garbage.
coming
Rat
off
Garbage
fucking
isn't from Canada.
Mendel
is he?
Nalla,
Is he?
one of the goats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Rat
he's
Garbage
got a
is from
bounce back
Ottawa,
soon.
isn't he?
When is he fighting again? Didn't they already book
He just
one
got
and he
knocked
fought
out.
it?
Though. He just got knocked out a few months ago.
Oh, I didn't watch it. He
It was
did?
against. It was. Did I not say it earlier? The guy that fucking beat Ronson that subbed him. Wait, no. What fight was that?
That's it, man.
No, it was in the Ogden fight. One of the guys, Nick Brown, was the guy that knocked out Mandel Nalla
Okay.
in Bellator. That's why I said you
Okay.
can't really count that against him. If the guy can beat Rat Garbage, the guy can beat anybody.
I don't know, man. It's all very, very. The whole Canadian circuit is a very, very dicey game.
If there's anything you know, it's the Canadian circuit.
That's fuck me. Too well.
Yeah, Pat's fought half the fighters in the bar.
No, I'm not a fighter. I don't fight.
His
in the
own
bar.
brand. His
I
own
would never fight.
fucking-
I would never fight in the bar either. I'm not some sort of bar fighter. It's craziness.
He jerked off half of them in the bathroom.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
But I would like to hear Pat wrap it on. How do you think Corey Anderson comes in and becomes $1 million man against Nemkov?
Oh,
Like, I
man,
know
it's
you're
gonna
obviously. I know it's been your
So I
pick
was-
forever. Like, you're gonna
Yeah,
be
I was
behind
watching
him if you
some-
have him to beat the tournament. But like, how do you actually think he beats this guy?
Openings. It's going to be him striking with them at a range where he knows he cannot, and he was talking about it today when they were interviewing him. They did the live media event for Bellator today. Obviously, I had to watch my boy Corey Anderson. He is my motherfucking. That's one of the rare times where I say my boy. Corey Anderson's my boy. And I watched him do. Yeah, I watched him do the interview today, and he was talking to the guys, and I don't know what the fuck it is, man. The confidence that's radiating off Corey Anderson, he most certainly is the $1 million man. He most certainly is the $1 million man. He came in there, he talked about a lot of different things from the striking differences and the kicking game from Nemkov being a definite factor. He talked about not getting too caught up and realizing that Nemkov himself is human, watching a lot of tape that he's already done and exploiting the factors that he's found. He said he sees a lot of openings. Says he sees a lot of tells, precisely. He sees a lot of tells in his game when he's going to throw certain shots, when he's going to throw certain kicks. I would see that Corey Anderson looks to implement takedowns where it need be. He talked about it. He said, well, if I get you down there, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And you know what? I do think it's going to be kind of one of those scenarios. I don't think he's going to go in there and finish Nemkov, but man, I do think that Corey Anderson goes in there, puts up a solid fucking performance, proves he's the $1 million man, and we stamp it home with a Corey Anderson win on Friday night. And that'll make me happy. Real happy. He looks fucking Danny's all confident and shit. You'd love it. He looks fucking flashy. They asked him, he's talking about the UFC. He goes, The paycheck. What's the biggest difference from? It's obviously this is a crazy answer. What's the biggest difference from Bellator and the UFC? The paycheck is what Corey Anderson says, and I loved it. The paycheck,
Well,
and I loved it. I go,
it's also
okay.
it's kind of like the failing model of Bellator in the same swoop. They're paying fighters that have no fucking draw a bunch of money. Like no, I love him, but fucking
Love him.
Has no fucking.
Once again, not really a super like. He's charismatic enough, and he's
One of my favorite
he's not
wins of
like
all time. Corey Anderson versus Johnny Walker, one of the best.
I think I've told the story before on stream. That's one of the first bets that I hit, and it was because Ben Askren went on his Instagram and was like, "Yeah, I don't really get that line. You can sign up and place a bet on Corey Anderson with my MyBookie code." And I was like, "I just turned 18. I reckon I'll do that."
Yeah.
And I signed up for mybookie.ag with Ben Askren's code and slapped a bunch of it on fucking Corey Anderson.
I don't know if I've ever heard the part where you said it was Ben Askren's code. That's the best part. So Ben
code
Askren,
Askren to
Ben
double my
Askren,
deposit.
that's the best
And then,
part.
oh, you know what
That's
the
best
actually,
part.
you know what the
That's
funniest,
best part.
most ironic part I ever
Yeah.
realized is the entire free play that I got from it, I put on Masvidal by KO. And I didn't even think about the
that's
fact that
the
Askren gave me the
best.
free play that I bet on Masvidal to
That's
KO
awesome.
Nate Diaz.
That's fucking awesome. That's fucking
That's great.
awesome.
Talk about fucking wins that don't age well. He fucking Corey Anderson lost to fucking Gian Vellante, third round fucking KO TKO back in 2015.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say wins that don't age
Yeah,
well.
but that's
the
when
Johnny
Gian
Walker
Vellante
win.
was actually decent.
No, but that's
wasn't-
crazy. He loses to Gian Vellante, gets finished in the third round, bounces back
the Venom
5
symbiote was
months
still
later
active
and
and
beats
Tom Hardy.
and beats Jan.
Does John
Those
Vellante
two
not look
guys-
exactly like fucking Tom Hardy? I keep expecting
You think he
Venom
does?
to come out. I think he looks just like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, fucking similar, man. I gotta kind of look
Yeah.
at it again.
Ooh.
Tom Hardy.
I think John Vellante looks like Tom Hardy. Am I off?
Which Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy Venom.
No. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Gian Vellante is like fucking on his best day. I don't know.
Maybe when he was like
No fucking
Fatter.
way.
Look at
Brendan. Look at Brendan. Look at Brendan. No fucking
like,
way.
really close at all, man. Oh,
It's, I mean, like, whatever. Like,
oh,
I must have
Gian
seen one
Vellante.
fucking
Oh,
picture
you
that
should-
made him look
that
like
would make
it.
Gian Vellante's day. You tweet that out of. Hey, he kind of looks like Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy would probably.
you should
block
go into
it
acting.
sometimes.
You just say you should go into acting to your new career with a question mark.
Oh my god! I'm just fucking. Just pull up a picture of Tom Hardy, Doug.
Oh, you
No,
want me to do it
oh
here?
my-
Look, I already got it. I already
Oh.
look. I have everything ready. I have everything ready. I have everything
John,
ready.
right
Wait.
He's gonna
Back
put
and
two
forth.
pictures of them look the most opposite, and I love it. I may as well be Berlin.
Then bring up the meme. It's like the fucking zoom in on the.
Wait.
Oh. Put him with a fucking full barrel too. Heavyweight Gian.
The barrel.
Just zoom in on that. Oh, yeah, those are the same. Pretty much the same
Yeah,
guy.
even in bad peaks, like that's not even Tom Hardy at his peak. That's him with a couple pounds on him too.
Yeah, maybe if Tom
Yeah.
Hardy put on around 100, 100.
You know what? You know what I'm kind of realizing? This
Got
right
stung
now,
by
that
a
shot right
100,000
there,
feet.
we could dye Tom Hardy's beard, and you know who we could get him to play in a movie? We get him to play Bobby Knuckles in a movie, and I think that might be more realistic. He looks
Tom Hardy
closer to
could play-
Bobby
Tom
Knuckles.
Hardy could play
Bobby
anybody.
Knuckles.
Yeah, but he looks closer right there, Dan, to Bobby Knuckles, right? With that beard and shit, with the T.
Fucking a lot fucking closer to Bobby Knuckles.
Then John Vellante.
I would
no
disagree
offense,
with
dog.
that. That's a stretch. I think he
What?
looks more like Tom
What?
Hardy. than Bobby Knuckles.
What? Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
Who knows? Dougie's hottest take of the night would have come fucking.
Yeah, us talking
I
about.
don't see him
He
looking
looks
like
just like
Bobby
him.
Knox.
Oh my God, we could cast him to play the same.
He just
fucking
has the
person.
same fucking facial hair. He looks nothing like he's bald with a goatee.
They kind of got squinty eyes. They kind of got some squinty
They're
eyes.
not. None of them are close, but I'd say.
Yeah, none of them
the
are
exact
close.
Same
We're really-
similarities
we're
that
really
Tom
trying
Hardy
to
and
find-
him extend.
Oh my God!
Tom
Look at
Hardy-
Brendan.
Love you,
Look at Brendan.
Orlando
That one's
Bloom,
great.
motherfucker.
Oh, That's great.
Yeah, you know what? Not far off. Let's get off this. Let's wrap up the Fight Guys for the week. It's been 3 hours again. I mean, I'd love to talk
we
about.
always go so fucking.
We didn't even
that's-
recap the pay-per-view.
I know. That's why we
Combine
recapped
this
the
with the recap. It's around 5.
Exactly. It's a whole other week. It's a whole other show.
That's why I can't do this. I'm fucking exhausted. I can't do these consistent streams forever. I
hear you.
glitch out.
Hey man, it's
Brevity is not our strong suit.
Exactly. You're right. But let's wrap it up. I'm wrapping it up. It's gonna be a good weekend, guys. We'll see you on Saturday night. For the UFC card, for the boxing, for fucking sure. We're watching the boxing, the UFC. Yeah, it's gonna be a fire night. We're gonna have a good time because the UFC's on early. It's gonna end. The boxing's gonna be on after. It's gonna be. I'm gonna get shit faced, especially if I win a lot of money. I'm gonna get even more shit faced.
No way.
Dan, I don't get that shit faced the weekends anymore. Like bro. Like last weekend, I woke up. I had 10 beers. I was fine. I was like, I literally drank more the night before.
Drink
like,
water.
Yeah, because I'm not drinking. I haven't been drinking whiskey recently on stream, which is true. And Jay has been teasing me about it, but that's beside the fact. Yeah, guys, let's have a good night. Let's have a good weekend. Let's have a good bet of fucking pile of bets this weekend. Let's try and like recoup, and fucking re-roll the dice. Perfect, Brendan. I'm happy with that. That'll be great. Other than that, everyone, this is the Fight Guys. We're signing out. If you're not a fight guy, then fuck you.